Welcome into week number 4 of GOAT 4v4 hockey action. It's Team Purple taking on Team Red. I'm Cade McCrory alongside me, Andrew Keel. When we keep thinking Team Purple can't change their roster anymore or just add nuts players to their roster, they go ahead and add 3 more Penn State Nittany Lions players. We might as well just call them the Penn State Nittany Purple team at this point.
Yeah, they're no longer the Purple People Eaters. They're the Purple Lions,
I guess? Yeah. But we look at the 3 new friends that they added on. Reese Lawback, the San Jose Sharks 7th round pick in 2023. Nashville Predators 7th round pick, Aiden Fink, also joining along with forward Ben Schoen. Of course, joining already Mike DiMarsico, as well as Dane Doyak, who makes his first appearance this season. So 5 Penn State Nittany Lions players on this team alone.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about.
On top of, you got your Austin Swankler, 5 goals on the season. He's also here for Purple. So this Purple team is going to be tough to beat. Red, 1-2 this season. They got the Humphreys back, and I feel like they're going to need to put on a lot of minutes with a bunch of NHL prospects on the other side facing them.
Lucky for Red, Evan Conyon, Ty Voigt, both out of the lineup, as well as Matthew Mania. So at least with the additions, 3 of their very also good players will sit back this game. Also, we want to wish a quick happy birthday to the captain of the Purple team, Mike DiMarsico. So Purple celebrating with roster moves and birthdays. But we've seen Red. They came back last week with a really good showing off the stick of Christian Humphreys. And I mean, when you get drafted by the NHL, Colorado Avalanche, you already have a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been Hale's net a lot of this season. 8 goals against, which NHL numbers, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But GOAT League, that is
numbers.
incredible. 8 goals against in the 3 games. He's 2-1. Unable to pick up the win last week in a nail biter that shouldn't have been a nail biter, really. It was a blowout until the end.
An ultimate comeback for Red. Purple got their first loss handed to them of the 2024 season last week. Let's see who rebounds. Here comes Red. It'll be Will Tomko back in the lineup, looking across for Humphrey's shot, fired wide of the net. Tomko, in his only game this season, racking up 5 goals in that lone game. Pretty remarkable stuff for the 2025 draft prospect. In the corner, Purple. Swankler behind his net will hold. Sends this one through the middle, all the way down to DiMarsico. DiMarsico to the backhand, wide open net, and he scores. Matt DiMarsico, 1-0 Purple as they come out hot early.
That was a beautiful pass and a beautiful move. Had Mistretta going left to right, made him fall over basically, and just able to tuck it into the post with a beautiful move. And DiMarsico keeping the lead out for Purple, and that's been the story of their season so far.
Red looking for a response. Humphreys entering. Christian, that is. He'll circle at the blue line at the pressure. Send this one along the wall, looking for Brandon Weber. And Purple will take it back, chipping it forward to the stick of Mike DiMarsico. Loses it. Now the other way. Weber coming in shot. Save made by Hale, kicking it across there. And now Purple looking to clear, losing it. And carrying it in is Tristan Trevino, carrying it forward for Weber. Weber backhand, he scores. Backhand beauty from Brandon Weber, and we're all not up at 1.
That was a great transition there between Trevino and Weber. Those two seem to have a lot of chemistry in that shift. 2 2-on-1 chances. That one able to be buried by Weber. Weber had a great game last week on both sides of the puck. Today, getting off strong.
Up to 6 goals leading Red this season. Humphreys looking to battle through, couldn't get around DiMarsico, and here comes Purple the other way. Swankler entering. Swankler sending it across, chipping it towards the net was Reese Lawback. And wide. Christian Humphreys by himself. He has a breakaway coming down the right wall. Works his way to the center, back in between the legs, and a glove save from Chase Hale. DiMarsico holding. With pressure from Red, works it outside. 2 Red bodies on him, eventually breaking it off the stick was AJ Schaff. And now Red can clear to center ice to Humphreys. Humphreys again working one-on-one against Smith. To the backhand, looks to do the fake tuck. Stopped by Hale. DiMarsico to center. Has Lawback. Lawback works it out wide. Takes this one sharp angle shot, hits off the post. Charlie Mistretta back in the net for Red after missing a game last week. Here's Tomka the other way for Red. Moves this one across to O'Brien. Shot, pad save by Hale. Now the other way with speed. off the stick of number 11, Dane Dowiak. Changing numbers from 3 to 11 this week in his first game, back for purple. J.C. Humphreys picks up for red behind the net. Humphreys at the blue line, stops, retreats, off to Tomko. Chips it in, Tomko into the far corner. Plays this one back for J.C. Humphreys. Purple will take a whack at it, it goes to center ice. Down comes Ben Schoen, off for Swankler. Swankler going across, pass broken up by red. Humphreys leads the 3-on-1. Humphreys dangling, drops it off for his brother, back to Christian, and he scores. Some Humphreys action with Christian bearing it. 2-1 red.
That was a beautiful move. Don't know if it was intentional, but goes behind his own legs to his brother, who gives it right back to him after Christian locks up the defender, unable to pick up the loose puck. Gets his stick back in position perfectly for the one tap.
Red playing with only 7 skaters, so we're going to see a lot of Tomko and Humphreys all game long. Even Weber is probably going to get some extra ice time here today. Purple with 5 substitutions for 9 total players. This will be an icing, a rare icing here in the Go 4v4 League against Team Red.
Every time we mention it's a rare, it happens a lot. But if we don't mention it's rare, then we barely ever get it.
That's true. So this is going to be a very slow game, isn't it?
A very common icing. Happens all the time.
Very common icing, that's right. Just like with the common penalties, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Purple had 5 of them last game, I think, 4 or 5. And what was probably the most penalized game of any GOAT game in its entirety. Tomko chopping at it. Drop pass looking for Weber. Weber gets it off the stick, fires one, pad save, and rebound taken away by Aiden Fink. Fink down the right wall. Dropping this one off. It's shown. Back to Fink. Going across. Trying to dangle with Dowiak. Intercepted. Now taken back by Dowiak. Dowiak shot. He scores. Over the shoulder of Mistretta. And we're all knotted up at 2.
That was a beautiful shot. Red caught up in their zone, couldn't get it out. Goes right to the slot for Dowiak. Had 5 goals last year, his first goal of the year this year. With a beautiful shot.
3 out of 4 Penn State boys on the ice for that one. With the lone exception being Jack Nolan. Maybe we should just give him a Penn State helmet just because. Here is Nolan, chips this one around the wall. Has Fink. Up high the point to Marsico. Down low. Pass broken up, looking for Schoen. Behind the net, Red looking to get out. It's Trevino, intercepted pass. Coming in, the shot, and he scores. Ben Schoen, 3-2 Purple.
I feel like we're going to see this a lot this game. So much chemistry coming from the same school, same team. So those 5 Nittany Lions in purple are going to have great chemistry, great passing. And this is Purple's game to lose, I believe.
Swankler off the draw, looks to dangle in, kicks it to himself, pushes it towards the wall. Looking across, pass intercepted by J.C. Humphreys. And now here they come on a 3-on-2. Humphreys down the right wall, dangling, fires one, hits the crossbar, out of play.
That was some good speed there by J.C. Humphreys. Able to get some separation, gets the toe drag across into the slot, just rings it off the crossbar. Could have been almost the exact opposite of Dowiak's goal in the same spot on the ice, just on the other side.
We've seen a lot of skill from these two teams all season long. With the highlight reels, we saw Humphreys between the legs, or the Michigan, last week. We've seen Purple put on their skill showcase with some highlight reel goals. Andrew, you have to call the Humphreys one. Got that on the YouTube. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Here's Christian Humphreys going across, a shot by O'Brien. Glove saved by Hale.
That could have been another highlight one there, going with the pass between his own legs. Beautiful pass, just shot was not in the right spot, goes right into the chest of Hale.
Hale, as Andrew mentioned, 8 goals against, second in the 4v4 league in that category on a 2-1 record. Humphreys, shot hitting off a Purple defender. O'Brien looking to move it forward. Taken back by Swinkler in Purple. He'll spin away from Tomko, losing it, and Tomko almost taking it back for Red. Moving to center ice. Breakaway for Reese Lawback, and he tucks the 5-hole. Reese Lawback's first career Go 4v4 goal. It's 4-2.
Like I said, Purple, this is their game to lose. Red is on the back foot. they're the ones that need to put the pressure on. Great play there by Purple, able to push that up, and out of gas or a miscommunication, he is alone for miles, and a great move on the breakaway.
I'm not sure how they gave him that much room to work with. Here's Christian Humphreys between the legs pass, goes to his brother JC, backdoor for Christian. Didn't get the initial pass, moves it up high for Weber, past his stick all the way down. Out the plate is Charlie Mistretta, 1-1 this season of an 8.50 goals against, as mentioned, missed last week. Carson Fry filling in for him. Coming down Weber, looking for Humphreys. Pass broken up in the slot by Schoen. Humphreys, far wall. J.C. Humphreys shot in the slot, screen, saved by Hale.
A lot of shots coming in for Red from that slot area. They saw they got beat in the slot, and I mean the slot's the most dangerous spot in the ice, but getting a lot of slot shots, not normally something we see. We see a lot of shots from around the circle area, so we'll see if that continues to work.
Here is Dowiak behind the net for Purple. Red right on the attack again, forcing the turnover. Schaff down low. Weber backhand up, rolling puck, and stopped by Hale. Purple to clear. They'll move this out wide to DeMarsico. Forward it goes to Dowiak. Dowiak's turning and shooting. Deflected. Out of play.
I want to talk about Chase Hale because today has looked insane. All season has looked insane. Definitely seen the puck well. Had a couple rebounds that he hasn't been able to track perfectly, but the ones that he hasn't been able to track, Purple's been right there to clean them up.
Purple offensive zone draw. A little bit of give and go action. Trying to set something up. They'll go to the middle. Shot save there on Aiden Fink. Fink looking to go back. Pass a little too hard, and out of the net comes Hale, doing a little bit of offense now, so clear this one up to DeMarsico. Forward on the rush, it's Fink. Fink fires one, save Mistretta, and he'll get down to cover, and we'll play this one behind the net. Forward pass, looking to go the distance, eventually pushed into the zone. Here comes Weber. Weber tries to pick underneath the pad. Getting down is Hale. DeMarsico moving it behind the net for Schoen. Schoen to DeMarsico. Forward through the middle to Nolan. Nolan striving in. Has Dowiak. Back to Nolan. Nolan shot saved by Mistretta, getting down with the glove.
Its chemistry from Purple has looked, I just keep bringing it up, it looks incredible. They've done a great job all game with passes. Probably have that 90% passing rating that you always see in Shell that the computer has, but you always have 60.
And like I said, Jack Nolan's been a part of it too. Why don't we just give him a Penn State helmet at this point? Here's Humphreys breakaway. Humphreys, what do? Try to go 5-hole and stop by Hale. They just have not found an answer for him these last couple of minutes. Getting the stick up is Humphreys. High stick called. Humphreys none too pleased.
You got to think that they got to start trying something new. A lot of breakaways that try to go 5-hole or on the ice has not worked yet. So I think Red, if you get another chance to breakaway, you got to try something new. You can't keep going for those.
Coincidentally on Red here, Andrew, they do have a Penn State player of their own on the roster. He just has not played this season, and that was Cervanio. So we could have saw 7 Penn State players against 1 in this hockey game. Instead, no Cervanio once more for Red. Shot off from Humphreys looking for Schaff and stopped. Schaff looking for Humphreys, keeps it alive, sends it behind the net for the brother JC. He'll let that go around to O'Brien. O'Brien for Humphreys. O'Brien in his second game for Red. He puts that one home. Finished off by Will O'Brien. It's 4-3.
A lot of pressure there from Red. Started from Humphreys. He was looking frustrated. Finally gets it in front. O'Brien just able to chip that one right over the shoulder. And able to bury that one.
Off the draw, looking to make this a tie game. It's Tomko. Here's a breakaway the other way. It's Lawback, fires one off the post. DeMarsico going down low with this one to Dowiak. Pass taken away. Dowiak trying to body it forward. He does. Pulls back, looks to center. Drop pass one more time, and having to retreat is Mario Smith. Smith goes across to Lawback. Lawback through center. Skates this one himself, looks to dangle through. J.C. Humphrey shuts the door. Purple looking to keep in the zone. DeMarco at the blue line couldn't hold. Now gets around one red defender, looks to go across. And now Purple will look to change. Smith to center, rolling puck. 3-on-1, DeMarco. Goes across Swankler, and he goes bar down. Austin Swankler, 5-3 Purple.
Back to a 2-goal lead. A beautiful shot from far out. Once again, as I mentioned, a lot of shots in this league come from the circles. That one, once again, coming from the circle. So a great shot there. Bar down. And back to a 2-goal lead is Purple.
As look at this. It's Ty Voigt. The late edition of Ty Voigt has arrived. Not that Purple needed any more help, but now the Toronto Maple Leafs prospect is on the bench, and they are up to 6 substitutions. 2-goal lead for Purple. 9 minutes to go here in the first half. Looking to maintain a very solid start to their season. Swankler behind the net will roll with this one. A drop pass to Smith, bodied away by Trevino. Push forward for Weber. Weber goes to center. Humphreys a little ahead. Hale pushes this one out of harm's way. As a goaltender, Andrew, you love to see, but sometimes very dangerous. Swankler, draw pass to Fink. Back to Swankler, back to Fink. Holding back for Swankler. Taken away by J.C. Humphreys. Looking to start the rush for Red. Swankler all over him and pushed back in. Here's Trevino. Has Humphreys. Sends this one out wide to Weber. This seems to be the 4 they like to roll. Through center, Swankler. Runs into his own teammate. Swankler between the legs, still maintains it. Goes across. Coming in, out wide, and put home. Who else but the birthday boy, Mike DeMarco? 6-3 Purple.
Good, back to the lead. Incredible play. I think Red's out of gas already. They look tired with only 3 subs, meaning one person has a double shift every shift. So it's unfortunate for them, and they seem to be running out of gas, especially in the defensive zone, as they're trying to save that energy for a rush going in the offensive zone.
Down by 3, Red. We've seen them come back from higher deficits. Shot off the draw here by Schaff, stopped. And now turning the other way comes Purple. It's Jack Nolan down the right wall. Nolan shot. Mistretta squares to it, lost it. Be covered and make the save. Mistretta, he's seen a ton of pucks come his way. A lot of these you can't really blame him, just a lot of moving back and forth.
Yeah, not a lot you can do from Mistretta so far today. Has not had the best help around him, like I said. Seem to be saving a lot of their energy for those rushes to get those more opportunities offensively and hoping he can just shut the door defensively.
Here's Fink. Sends this one down low. Picking the 5-hole was shown. Mistretta gets down to make the save. Thought that one went in for a second. We had to wait till the referee to see. Maybe. I don't know. I couldn't really tell. Shown. Wins the draw. Looks for Lawback. Lawback on his backhand. Trying to push forward for Schoen. Christian Humphreys gets tripped up a little. Sends Tomko free. Tomko on a breakaway. Tomko to the backhand. He scores. Will Tomko making it look easy. 6-4.
What did I say about Red? Saving their energy for the rushes. Going a little relaxed on defense. Hoping Mistretta can make the big save every once in a while. And Red once again getting another goal on the rush, which is definitely what they're saving that energy for.
Only a 2-goal deficit. Not far-fetched as it may seem. Trevino sends this one back. And Tomko looking to take it the full way up the ice as he enters. Tomko holding, dragging, pushes it forward to himself. Purple Penn Staters are there to take it away. As the draw pass shown. Going up high to Dowiak. Dowiak pushing it wide of the net. Shown. To center. Taken away by Christian Humphreys. 5.5 to go in this first half of the frame. Purple 6. Red 4. Humphreys. Chopping a pass forward for A.J. Schaff. Schaff met there by Lawback. As he'll push it out wide to Ty Voigt. Voigt Across center. Out wide it goes. Behind the net they'll roll with it. Dowiak circling, caught in the skates, and now Red will push forward. Brandon Weber dangling in. Weber rolls behind the net, looking for an open man. Couldn't find it. J.C. Humphreys at the point to keep it alive for Red. Puts it off the wall. Weber's shot high over the net. O'Brien looked to get there. Referee, unfortunately, in the way for Red. And now Tomko on his backhand. Holding at the blue line. Chipping it forward for Weber. Couldn't hold on. And now Purple the other way. Tomko breaking up what would have been a breakaway for Dane Dowiak.
Offside.
Yeah, offsides here. Weber off the give and go from Tomko. Forward for J.C. Humphreys. Humphreys across the blue line. Coming from way out wide, backhand attempt looking for Weber. Rolls to the wall. Humphreys to Tomko. Down low. Shot from O'Brien, stopped by Hale. Red with some good ozone time here this last couple of minutes. Drop this one off to J.C. Humphreys. Down low to O'Brien. Back up high to Tomko. Tomko with pressure, holds the blue line, eventually turned over. Ty Voigt versus Tomko. Voigt first to it, but Tomko whacks it away. DeMarsico across for Voigt. Mistretta getting across and getting a piece of it. Now the other way, 2-on-1. It's Weber and Humphreys. Weber over for J.C. Humphreys, kicks it back. Shot from O'Brien, saved by Hale.
That's what Red needed. They need a lot of possession, and then, as I said, saving the energy in the defensive zone to go burst in the offensive zone. A lot of pressure, a lot of energy when they're in the offensive zone. And they got what they wanted in the defensive zone because the big save by Mistretta.
Goaltender keeping them alive with a plethora of shots. Unfortunately, no shot totals today. That's the second week in a row without it. That was something we really liked to watch during the game. Christian Humphreys, J.C. Humphreys, Will O'Brien. Break chance for J.C. Humphreys. That shot goes over the net. Other way, here comes Purple. It's Swankler leading it in. Swankler faking, going across, tying up is Trevino. Humphreys at center ice. Christian, that is. He'll carry as Red changes. Humphreys puts it over, goes behind the net, empty cage to work with. He puts it through the blue paint. A-plus chance for Red, just couldn't hold on as Humphreys came around. Now the other way, Nolan looking to make him pay. Nolan, the give and go in front for DeMarsico. Stopped by Mistretta, and now a breakaway for Will Tomko. Tomko works his way through center. Stopping, backhand, save by Hale. Tomko turning, puts it towards the wall. Behind the net is Nolan. Jack Nolan sends this one down, and this will be an icing against Purple. So Red will keep the ozone pressure on.
2 minutes left in this period as Red looks to at least cut the lead down to 1 before the end of this period. Maybe they're looking to tie it. I mean, they're obviously looking to tie it, but hopefully tie it in this period is what they're hoping. A lot of ozone pressure seemed to have flipped the momentum bar. See if they can do something with it.
Tomko to Trevino. Trevino along the wall, down low to Weber. Weber up high to Tomko. Tomko down low to Weber. Wasn't expecting it. Would have had a wide open cage. Weber still holding on. Going across. Getting there was Hale with the glove. Robbing A.J. Schaff. Purple looking for the response. Swankler, the one to carry. Kicks it to himself. Out wide shot. Hits off the post. It's something we've said a lot this season. Swankler and post. Turning with this one. Backhand attempt for Swankler. Couldn't hold on. Behind the net, under a minute to go in the first half. 6-4 Purple. As they'll look to try to dig it out, 2 respectively on each side. Eventually goes Purple's way. And now Weber pushes it forward for who else but Will Tomko on a breakaway. Tomko scores. Goes over the glove of Chase Hale. And it's 6-5 as Tomko's shooting percentage on this breakaway is about 50% right now.
He's getting open. He's saving the energy in the defensive zone, getting the breakaways that Red needs to make this a 1-goal lead. 20 seconds left. Maybe they could tie this game, but who knows?
Here comes Humphreys off the draw. Fires. He scores. Christian Humphreys. Tie game as we go into intermission. 6-all.
I mean, I almost seem like I am the Red commentator at this point. I call so many Red games that it's like a hometown team for me.
I think I do most of the Purple games, so we're just combining here for what's going to be an amazing second half. We'll be back in about 2 minutes for that second half. We're back. Second half. All knotted up at 6. It's 1-2 Red team and the 2-1 Purple team. Cade McCrory alongside Andrew Keel. We've seen Red come back to tie this game, and they've hold the momentum. And here they come. It's Weber. Shot, save made by Hale. Forward it goes to Lawback. Offsides. Purple.
That is something we don't see a lot. At least recently, they've been a little lenient on them for sure. A lot of close calls the past couple weeks that they just don't call, but that one called out by Red, so maybe that was a little influence as to why it was blown dead.
We'll see more tactical efforts from both sides in a knotted up game. Purple going on somewhat of north of 10 minutes without a goal, with Red holding on to most of the momentum. Humphreys forward for Weber, a little out of the reach. Hale elects to stay in the net. And now Weber turning, looking across. Deflected shot almost found its way through Hale. Out with it comes Purple. Drop pass. Going across, broken up. Voigt drops this one off. Dowiak goes behind the net with it. Dowiak has a man up high in Lawback. Looking across for Schoen, broken up by Humphreys. And now Humphreys splits the D and goes through center. J.C. Humphreys back to his brother Christian, going across for Schaff. That one's broken up. Purple numbers the other way. Here's Ben Schoen. Schoen puts this one on net. Pad stop by Mistretta. Voigt into the corner with Humphreys. It rolls behind the net to O'Brien. O'Brien forward for Schaff to J.C. Humphreys. Over to Christian Humphreys. He'll enter the zone one-on-one against DeMarsico. Looked at toe drag. Couldn't hold on. O'Brien behind the net by his lonesome. Goes for the changing Tomko. Tomko whacked away at the blue line by Dowiak. Tomko recollects at center. Tomko down the right wall. Fires one. Looking to go sharp side. Rebound is there. O'Brien with the next whack. And Chase Hale with the save.
O'Brien looked to try and flick that one over the shoulder again. That's how he scored the one earlier. Just able to flick it over and unable to get it high enough on that one as it hits the shoulder.
Along the wall, O'Brien corrals it for Red. Drops it off to Tomko. Looking up high, broken up. And Dane Dowiak leads the rush for Purple. Dowiak has one already, looks on net. Mistretta with the stop. Back is DeMarsico. Plays it over to Mario Smith. Smith works his way behind the net with this one. 2 red bodies there. Eventually goes Red's way as they'll look to take it out. Through center, knocked down by Dowiak. Onsides now is purple. And the ender, Dowiak. Tried to go around, knocked away by Trevino. Forward for Tomko. And leads the 3-on-2. Tomko, drop pass for Weber. Weber in front for Tomko, whacking at the rebound. It's still loose. Purple corrals it, moves it to center, 1-on-1. Dowiak versus Trevino. Dowiak looks to go around. Trevino knocks it away. Dowiak all over Trevino, drops it off to DeMarsico. DeMarsico for Dowiak. Now behind the net with it is Fink. In front for Dowiak. Pass wouldn't go. And retreating is AJ Schaff. Schaff forward for J.C. Humphreys. Both Humphreys back on the ice. J.C. looks for Christian the far wall. He'll get to it. In front for J.C. getting the stick out was Hale. 19 minutes to go. Still knotted up at 6. Swankler fires when he scores. Pops the water bottle and gives Purple back the lead. Austin Swankler.
That 25% shooting percentage on the post coming in handy there as that one just goes under it. As he tried to hit the post, just missed a little bit, and it goes in the back of the net. And Purple's regained the lead.
The leading point scorer in all of GOAT. Now 7 goals in his 2024 campaign. Humphreys pushes it in. They were offsides. Now they're good. JC goes for Christian. Christian Humphreys down the wall. Fires and he scores. Humphreys gets it right back. It's 7-7.
Humphreys from Humphreys on that one. Great play there. Great play by JC to keep that one just at the line. And great play by Christian to get open and space for when JC intercepts the pass. And he had all the time in the world.
That is the hat-trick goal as well for Christian Humphreys. So 3 goals respectively for him. Tomko having 2 for Red as well. As for Purple, kind of all over the place except for the Swinkler 2 goals. So a lot of everybody getting in on the score. Here's Trevino. Forward for AJ Schaff. Schaff for Humphreys. JC, that is breakaway backhand. Hale getting across with the save. DeMarsico. Forward for Schoen. Loses an edge. Now Fink. Drop pass to DeMarsico. DeMarsico down low for Swinkler. Hat-trick goal. And Purple gets back the lead 8-7.
Thought it was going to be a monumental fail moment right there for Schoen, but able to turn the fall on the breakout pass, and they turn it into a goal on the other side.
2 hat tricks, 1 from each side, both from the star players. Purple with the lead. How will Red respond? Christian Humphreys entering. Looks down low for Weber. Weber battling it away with Purple. Eventually out comes DeMarsico, Mike that is, for Aiden Fink. Fink down the left wall, pushing it across, caught in the skates of Schoen, behind the net. Purple eventually moves it out for a moment. Now Red gets it back. Schaff to clear, sends this one to center ice. Law back to retrieve for Purple. Over for Fink. Chopped away by Brandon Weber. And now Weber with a chance. Weber coming down, getting a piece of it was Hale with the blocker. O'Brien tried to move it across, eventually makes its way out. 2-on-1, Fink. Going to go across, Trevino gets down with the block. Now the other way comes Tomko on a 2-on-1 with O'Brien. Tomko waiting, O'Brien, chance, shoot. And save made by Hale. Rebound is there. Hale initially didn't cover it. Now he does.
I think if Purple scores on that last one, you got to give an assist to the Zamboni drivers. That one hit a bunch of snow in front of the bench and slowed down just enough so that Purple's first person to it.
It's the kind of crappy thing, you know. With the snow doesn't move in between periods. There's no ice cut. You get 2 minutes to rest up and you're right back out there, the same sheet of ice that you played with in the first. Sounded like what you guys in your D4 team sadly had to do in the second and third periods. Sometimes it helped you, sometimes it doesn't. It's the luck of the draw. Ty Voigt carrying in for Purple. Voigt backhand loses it with Humphreys getting down. And now Red exits. J.C. Humphreys through center. Humphreys to his backhand, pushes it to the wall. Looks to go up high to Christian. Has him. Turning to the backhand, looking in front. Had O'Brien broken up by Purple. J.C. Humphreys with 4 Purple bodies around him. They'll send this one to center off the wall. Ty Voigt 2-on-0 with Reese Lawback. Voigt for Lawback. Pushes it wide of the net. Humphreys for Humphreys. Has Tomko as well. Full offensive push. Offsides. Tomko debatably just ahead.
A little bit of a stretch there. Feel like it was closer, and we've had ones that I have felt throughout the last couple weeks have been more offside than that.
Yeah.
But they call it anyway. Must have been a, I don't know if makeup call, but an evening call for the other one on Purple.
It's good to just get it out of the way in the beginning stretch in the second period. I know maybe a minute ago they call something like that, Red's bench would be absolutely furious. Going down to the ice is shown. DeMarco to back him up. Red pickpockets him. And now Christian Humphreys with a chance. Has Purple bodies with him. Humphreys shot. Pad saved by Hale. Felt the pressure of Dowiak coming. Swankler coming in. 3 goals tonight. Draw pass for DeMarco broken up. And now Humphreys dangles his way through center. Has O'Brien with him. Humphreys taking himself. Look to go the whole distance. Loses it and then pushes it to the point to Trevino. Shot blocked. Purple with the numbers. Here they come. Swankler to Dowiak. Drop pass to Swankler. Across for Dowiak for the one-timer. Broken up by Red. DeMarco circling. Going across to Dowiak. Retreats back. Pushes his way in. Dowiak off the crossbar. And Red catches a break. O'Brien to Weber. Weber breakaway. Looks to go blocker. Hale says no. Weber with the pressure coming. Out with it comes DeMarco. 3-on-1. DeMarco holding. Waited a little too long. Gets it back. Fires it on net. Blocked away by Trevino, who's taken a beating these last couple minutes. Broken up by O'Brien. Pushes it forward. 2-on-0. Weber and Schaff. Weber to Schaff, to Weber to Schaff. Glove save by Hale. Denies the 2-on-0. Red has had the chances. Hale has stood tall. Schaff for Tomko, pushing it forward. Hale getting a piece of Tomko again, retreats back. Fires one over the net. Red seemingly has found their burst of energy all of a sudden. And now Purple will play this all the way back. To the wall, Dowiak. Chips forward to Mike DeMarco. DeMarco going across, broken up by Trevino. Dowiak at the blue line. Spins away from Tomko. Broken up. And now a 3-on-1. J.C. Humphreys to Christian Humphreys. Humphreys to Humphreys. Couldn't settle it, was J.C. Goes in front for Tomko. Tomko buys lonesome. He scores. Will Tomko. Hat-trick goal. And we're all tied up at 8.
Goes between the legs of Hale on that one. Hale did not see it coming that low. They started out shooting low and Hale figured it out. They then started shooting high and started beating Hale. Hale now figured out the high shots. They go back to low shots to beat him again.
It's a guessing game. You never know with goaltenders. Humphreys for Humphreys as we approach 11 minutes to go in this tied-up game. The further we go into these GOAT games, the more and more at stake they become. No undefeated teams, no unbeaten teams remaining. So every game matters. Christian Humphreys leads the rush, 3-on-1. Drop pass to O'Brien. Down low to Humphreys, looking for Tomko. Wide of the net. Sending it to center. It's Aiden Fink. Fink fires one on net. Stick save, Mistretta. O'Brien to pick it up for Red. Move it to center to Tomko. Past him, Ty Voigt corrals it. Spins and moves it forward to Reese Lawback. Lawback looking for Fink. Getting down is Trevino. Humphreys to pick it up for Red. Can't get it around. Voigt holds the blue line. All over him is Tomko. Tomko eventually gets it to center ice. Humphreys with a whack. Tomko picks it up. 2-on-0. Tomko and Humphreys. Humphreys back to Tomko to Humphreys. Getting across again. Chase Hale. O'Brien loses it. Fink picks it up for purple. One-on-one with Trevino. Fink pushing. Trevino again. Wonderful defensive play. He's been keeping red alive with his play all game long. Here's Smith. 10 minutes to go. Still knotted up at 8. Forward for Fink. Fink holding. Looks to go for the stretch pass. Eventually works its way to Lawback. Over once more for Fink. Past him, rolls to center. Smith backpedaling. Has Fink along the red bench. He'll carry in. Drop pass to Ty Voigt. Voigt dangling. Weber pushes it off and will take it himself. Purple goes for the change. Will it cost him? Weber dangling. Backhand stop by Hale. Could have been a highlight reel for Brandon Weber. J.C. Humphreys trickles his way through. Takes this one behind the net and turns. Up high this one to A.J. Schaff. Schaff shot down low to O'Brien. Back up high to Weber. Weber towards the net, deflected in front. Hale getting down to make the save.
MVP of this game, Tristan Trevino.
Yes.
You don't see many defensemen play defense in this league, and Trevino has been all over it. So many blocked shots, so many broken up passes. He's looked incredible this game.
Seemingly never runs out of energy either. Purple coming in, a shot from Swankler hits the moorings and around the wall. Voigt picking up for Purple. Stretch pass across. Has Swankler at the blue line. Giving it off and carrying is Dowiak. Dowiak to circle. In front for Voigt. Voigt holding on. Moves it outside. Mistretta stretching the pad across. Here's DeMarsico. Losing it and chipping it out is Tomko battling away with Schoen. Tomko out wide firing. Hale once again stands tall to the task. 8-13.
A great save there. Great shot. Great effort by Red. Red has turned it up. A little bit of a good shift there by Purple. Maybe trying to turn the momentum. I think they're getting there, but Red has been all over them the second half.
They started 0-2. Just this gentle reminder that they are the defending champions with a lot of the same roster. Here they come as Purple. Swankler knocked away by who else? Tristan Trevino. Swankler going across. Mistretta getting over to make the save.
Mistretta has also upped his game tremendously, getting the rust off from missing last week.
Correction, they were 1-0 and they went 0-2 the last 2 games. Not starting 0-2, but the last 2 they were 0-2. But getting Humphreys back last week was huge for Red. Coming back is DeMarsico. Mike, that is. Goes this one across to Dowiak. Dowiak coming in. Red getting a couple fresh bodies on. Dowiak shooting. Getting a piece of it was Mistretta and wide. Swankler to pick it up. Humphreys all over him. Swankler down low for Nolan. Doesn't elect to go there. Swankler dangling through. Still has it. And he scores. Austin Swankler, move after move. And Purple gets back the lead. 9-8 from number 9.
I don't know how he kept that puck on his stick. It seemed like every bounce went right back to his stick. Shoot it off the pad, back to his stick. Poked off his stick. Somehow makes it back to his stick. And every time it kept bouncing off his stick, it ended up back on his stick, and he was able to get it all the way across.
Incredible work, and now 4 goals on the night for Austin Swankler, who's really put on a show for Purple. 6:15 to go. Red has seen larger deficits in their season and in this game. Let's see what they draw up here. J.C. Humphreys, the lone Red body into the zone. Moves it up front to O'Brien. O'Brien looked to go for Weber as he meets Mike DeMarsico into the wall. Stretch pass almost enters the Red bench. Icing Purple.
We're almost at that point where it's do or die.
It gets crazy in the last couple minutes. We saw it with Purple last week battling back. They'll turn up the physicality. They'll turn up the speed. And sometimes they'll make you pay with a penalty. And that power play is really darn good as that Purple squad. Out wide chopping at it is Fink. for Dowiak. 3-on-1. Dowiak waiting, shooting, hitting Trevino's stick. Out of play.
This could be a dangerous game if Purple ends up losing this game. They will drop out of playoff contention with a loss here today. And a couple other things have to go right.
Right.
But a loss could be detrimental to Red. Or to Purple, my mistake.
Going across and scoring. Backdoor beauty from Reese Laubach. It's 10-8.
Mistretta unable to get across there, as that was a beautiful shot. Lots of speed on that shot, as that one barely stayed in the net.
A Nashville Predators product in his first GOAT 4v4 game with 2 goals in what could be maybe the dagger, but Red usually doesn't say not so fast. Tomko turning, has Humphreys at center. Purple really putting their eyes on number 12 in Red. Going across to Schaff. Schaff towards the net. Kick save from Hale. 2-on-1. Fink and Dowiak. Dowiak to Fink. Fink coming down. Off the post and in. Under the water bottle. Aiden Fink. It's 11-8.
Trevino took the pass, what he's supposed to do. Unable to catch up with the shot, though, was Mistretta. 3-goal lead once again. And you said we've seen it before. We have seen this before. Red has come back.
Fink, the Predators prospect. Laubach, the Sharks prospect. Voigt, the Maple Leafs prospect. We can go on and on with this team. Amount of the depth and talent they have. They have a 3-goal lead with 3.5 to go. Fink. Turning with this one. Leading goal scorer for Penn State. Fires one. Glove save, Mistretta. And here comes Humphreys on a breakaway. Christian Humphreys 1-on-1 with Hale. Humphreys. Backhand. Getting across his Hale with the save. Getting there is Tomko for Red. He rolls behind the net. Tomko. Pass broken up. One more chance. Bouncing puck. Purple will corral it. Humphreys out of gas. Can't get there. As Schaff will get back. Trevino getting down with the block. Trevino all the way down. Humphreys by his lonesome. One more time, 1-on-1 with Hale. Humphreys, pad save by Hale. Rebound was there, and Hale will play it off. Under 3 to go, down by 3. Stretch pass for Laubach. Out comes Mistretta. Icing on Purple.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see a timeout here. Red looks gassed. Everyone head over stick, head over knees. Looking like they want a little breather, but they're going to get it with the icing. Stopping clock, 2:47. 3-goal deficit.
Off the draw, Trevino. Down low to Humphreys. Humphreys shot. Getting a piece was Hale. Rolls around the wall to A.J. Schaff. Schaff. Down low for Humphreys. Miscue with Tomko. Humphreys. Down low across. Rebound was there off the attempt from Schaff. Will they put the dagger away? It's Voigt. 1-on-1 with Trevino. Trevino all over him. And now eventually it works free towards the net and blocked away by Tomko. Up high, this one will roll. Mario Smith down low for Voigt. Voigt to Mario Smith, and he puts home the ANG. It's 12-4 Purple thanks to Mario Smith.
And that will most likely do it for this game. 4-goal lead, 12-8. Mistretta goes back to the net. 2:13. I wouldn't be surprised if they go running clock for a while.
Red gets one quick. It's not over. Here's Humphreys. He'll push his way back with this one. Humphreys going across. Intercepted pass by Voigt. Breakaway, 1-on-1 to Marsico. Has Voigt with him. The Marsico shot. Rings one off the post. Caught in the skates and thrown down by Schoen. Into the corner for DeMarsico. All over him is Schaff. Schaff plays it behind the net to Humphreys. J.C. Humphreys, the center. Schaff going 1-on-1 with DeMarsico, pushes it behind the net again. 1:35 to go with time really not on the Red side. DeMarsico across for Voigt. Back to DeMarsico. Mistretta with the save and cleared out by Red. Hale elects not to have the icing, even though the puck would have stopped already. As he plays it, miscue. And Schaff picks it up for Red. Across for Christian Humphreys. Fires one on net. Glove save, Hale, and will play it off. Looks for Voigt. Mistretta will challenge. And will send this one behind the net, but DeMarsico waiting. as they'll look for Schoen. Schoen dances his way through. Back to DeMarsico. Across for Voigt, and he missed it. Getting a piece, I believe, was Mistretta. Under a minute to go. Purple offsides. Now can enter. DeMarsico. Across for Schoen. Pickpocket. And now Schaff for Tomko. Tomko breakaway. Clapper, 5-hole scores. Tomko cuts the lead for a moment. Down to 9. They'll stop the clock with 32.6.
If they get the exact same effort that they got at the end of the first period, first half, then they have time to do it. 10 seconds it took them to score 2 goals. If they do that, it's a tie game.
It's not impossible. Off the draw to Schaff. Schaff looks for Humphreys. Humphreys puts it towards the net. Hale at the stop. Purple will move it forward. Law back for Dowiak. Dowiak scores over the shoulder. 13-9, and that'll do it. What a game for Purple. Red challenged them to the very end. In the end, Purple's talent and speed pays dividends. They'll move to 3-1 on the season with a 13-9 win over Red.
And it was a team effort. The addition of the Penn State players to add the chemistry to this team really gave them the edge over the Red team that was low in numbers, for sure.
That's the other thing to remember. Red only was 7 players all game long. But in the end, they fought. Humphreys had 3. Tomko had 4. I mean, they tried on. Tristan Trevino, I think, deserves the Norris Trophy, no matter what, by the end of this game. And then you got to talk about the goaltending performance of Chase Hale. If it wasn't for him, I honestly think Red maybe could have snuck away with this one. But in the end, Purple defeating Red by a score of 13-9 as the Penn State boys will all get a picture together, including the Honorable Ty Voigt, not a Penn State player. But up next, we'll have Team Green and Team Teal. Andrew on the call, me on the Cutler side of things. We'll see you in about 15 minutes or so for Teal and Green. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Game 11 of the GOAT 4v4 season, or Week 4, Game number 2. I am Andrew Keel, alongside me, Caden McCrory, for Teal versus Green. Teal coming off a big win last week to get rid of their winless season. They will not have Kyle McLaughlin back in net. They will have Carson Fry, who played 2 games last week. I believe losing both last week, though.
Yeah, he did lose both. Unfortunately, it was just for the wrong teams. I mean, you go in, you try to at least, help a team out the best they can to try to win. He did that. Just unfortunately was on the wrong end of it.
An overtime thriller for Teal last week. That was for sure. Look at the comeback. It looks like the exact same squad as last week. No Mooney, no Cooley, but I believe they're missing their other letter in Pendo, who was here last week. So besides that, Teal looking at the exact same roster as we look across to the Green side.
Yeah, Green, of course, they have numbers today, okay? They get Jack Rosensteel back after a couple weeks off. Of course, they have Colby Saginaw, Brody Simcoe, Mike Hertzberg have both been phenomenal for Green. Hertzberg, now in top 5 in scoring, has really come to his own this season. And then Zach Ferris leads in goals against. He has a 2-1 record. He's been the best goaltender GOAT by far, but I believe Chase Hill is definitely giving him a run for his money.
Yes, definitely. As we get ready for this to start, Ramirez will win the draw, and it will make its way back all the way. Kuzma now picks it up in his own zone. Kuzma will carry into the offensive zone, gets around the defender, into the corner, tries to send it around, intercepted though by Shade. Ramirez will win this one back, but turn it right over to Hertzberg. Hertzberg moving in. Can't get around Boyson, but it'll be sent right back in. Shade will be behind the net to pick it up. Shade holding. Lots of time. Passes behind the back. Into the slot. Great tip there. As now Teal turning the other way. Edwards loses the puck, turned over. And now here comes Green on a breakaway. It's Simcoe. Simcoe shot. Glove save there by Fry. Will elect not to play it despite having a lot of time.
Yeah, I think just the main reason of that, he just kind of got caught in the netting of his glove. Just couldn't really pull it. But I really like Green's start here. Some good shots on net. Simcoe's been hot with the breakaways. Really good job there by Carson Fry just to score up and take the shooting lane away. Getting Green to shoot less is your best way to beat them.
Green going to win the draw. It's going to make its way back to Cermak, who will turn it over. Teal turning it over once again after the interception. Moving in, tried to get the pass up to Cyprin, but cut off. Simcoe will hold. He'll pass this one up. Teal intercepts, though. McKenzie will send it across. Up to Cyprin. Cyprin moves in. On the goal line, tries to cut across. Wrap around. Unable to bury it. Simcoe will send it around. Turned over to the Cyprin. Cyprin moving in. Fakes the shot. Eventually will get the pass, but it'll go through the netting to Schaefer. Schaefer will leave it for Cermak. Cermak tries to go across. Great defensive play there by Whitehead. Whitehead moving up, has one. It is Teal. Here comes McKenzie. Quinn McKenzie on a breakaway. Waits, fires, save made by Ferris. McKenzie behind the net in front of Whitehead. Whitehead shot gets blocked. Back for another shot. Great save there by Ferris. Whitehead with the puck once again. Sends it all the way across. Shot there by Kuzma, saved away by Ferris.
Man, Ferris has seen a lot of shots. Green just kind of leaving him out to dry. Ferris really keeping him alive here early.
Schaefer's going to chip that one out. Turned over. McKenzie holds. Sends it back to Kuzma. Kuzma passes one more up to Edwards. Edwards around one. He will carry. Edwards tries to leave it back. Will eventually make its way to Ben Kuzma, who will take it back into his own zone. Chased by Robertson. Whitehead drops it off. Deep in their own zone is Teal. Will make its way out to Quinn McKenzie. He has a 2-1-2 developing. Waits, has one chasing him from behind, still with the puck. Will eventually get turned over. Green taking possession. Teal moves this one across to McLean. McLean tries to go back, and McKenzie will intercept the net. Kuzma holds. Passes that one up. McKenzie has Whitehead, alleged not to go to it. Goes across. That one for Kuzma, unable to get there. A bad angle shot hits the far post and makes its way out.
Crazy sequence there for Teal. I mean, you got to be careful. They only got 4 guys on the bench. Green got 3 whole lines to work with today.
Moving in is Teal, pass across, save made on Whitehead by Ferris. Whitehead still holding. We'll send it in deep. It's going to be picked up by Ramirez, who turns it over. Ramirez gets the puck back, sends it in. Boyson, across, pass intercepted there, was intended for George. Behind the net, it's Camp Davis. Davis going to send this one up to Hertzberg. Hertzberg with Ramirez on him. Shot just goes wide. Pass goes all the way back, but offside, so Hertzberg cannot pick it up. Ramirez going to send it back to his own teammate. Try to hit Ramirez back, unable to do so. Great give and go from Cyprin. Ramirez's shot, unable to take it. Back to the point. Cyprin holds and loses it. It's going to be turned over to Shale. Cyprin loses that one as well. Ramirez able to pick it up, give it back to Cyprin. Turned over to Hertzberg, though. Hertzberg moving in. On a breakaway, goes over the net.
Seen a lot of chances both sides, a little bit sloppy, but we've really seen a back and forth competitive game so far.
Boyson loses it at the blue line. He will get it back, but offside. George could have had a breakaway, but unable to touch up.
Man, we saw a solid, 6 minutes straight of back and forth hockey. Man, it somehow, I don't know how neither team could find gold, but really, really good offensive showing, some sloppy defensive play. But this is going to be one of those games, I think, Andrew, you look back on. It might not be the highest scoring game. We're going to see a lot of skill on display.
Simcoe holding, moves into the slot. Makes way around Ramirez, pass across, shot save there by Fry and covered as we've hit just under 7 minutes? 6.
23 minutes, 16. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that adds up, right?
Close enough.
Yeah. It's been about 6-7 minutes going.
Back at the point. Green's going to hold, passes across Davis. Shot in front, poked away by Fry, digging at it and covered. Great chance there in front for Simcoe. Great stick by Fry.
I'm not sure how Simcoe. Yeah, I know he sold the shot originally to get Fry to bite, but I don't know how he couldn't lift that one up. Nice job by Fry to just stand down with his glove to make that save.
Boyson's going to win that draw forward, and a great chance here for Teal Edwards. He will dump this one around. Ferris will be the first one to it. Tries to send it all the way the length of the ice, but Boyson will not let that happen. Moving in, Cermak. Cermak between the legs, sends it behind the net. Simcoe holding, send in front, goes for a tip, just wide. Cermak rotates with Davis. He'll go to him. Davis back to Cermak. Cermak tries to go across, ends up behind the net to Simcoe. Simcoe goes from Michigan, rebound in front, and that one's going to make its way in. That would be Cam Davis, I believe. Batting that one is, I don't know what happened there.
I'm not sure. If you saw the net come off, and then the move in front, the puck eventually just made its way in. I don't really know. I saw Davis take the whack at it, and then the referee signal goal. But regardless, that's how we're going to score the first goal of the game. That's kind of just show you how well these goaltenders are prepared and locked in for this one.
Ramirez will send this one up to Edwards. Edwards moving in for Teal. Shot saved there by Ferris. Rebound in front, bouncing around. Covered by Ferris.
You see a little fun pushing and shoving there between a couple of Penn's Elite boys, one former, one current, and Jack Edwards and Jack Rosensteel. We always love the fun banter between these guys on the ice.
Boyson, great job on that faceoff, covering it with his hand. Almost was an illegal play, but here comes Green after the turnover. Ramirez going to hold it. Tries to clear it. Blocked. Will eventually make its way out for a 3-on-1 for Teal. McKenzie holding. Waits for the man to go down. Save made by Ferris. Clearing it is Green to be picked up by Boyson. Boyson holds. Gets 2 people to skate right past him. Up to Ramirez. Ramirez just gets poked off his stick, though. As here comes Green. Green shot save made there by Fry. Boyson up to Ramirez. Ramirez to Whitehead. Whitehead moving in, shot just goes wide. Rosensteel gets caught by Whitehead. That's speed working with Bedard.
Yeah, it's something that it's really hard to learn. You're playing with a generational talent. I mean, for Whitehead, he had Bedard and Regina, and he has LJ Mooney and Logan Cooley occasionally here. I mean, this guy is getting all the lucky stars aligned for him.
McKenzie tries to poke it back to the point. Turned over to Rosensteel, though. He's only got Whitehead to beat. Won't be able to do it. Whitehead with a great defensive play there. McKenzie will send it around. Kuzma will try and be the first one to it. It will be a green body to it first, though. Smith behind the net into the slot for Saginaw. Shot, and it goes in. Whitford will pick up the rebound, and it's 2-0 Green.
Good passing play. Saginaw finds Whitford on the back door, and an easy tap in. Like I said, if you're going to beat these goaltenders, you're going to have to make them move. And that one, I think Fry just bit a little too hard on it. A lot of open net there for Tommy Whitford.
Teal looking to bounce back. They had the comeback win last week. Don't want to have a comeback, but they will have to come back in this game. That was a good move. Able to get just a stick on it was Fry, though. Saginaw behind the net fighting with Cyprin. Cyprin will come out with it up to Kuzma. Kuzma on a breakaway. One chasing behind him goes backhand save there by Ferris. This one will be chipped up too far all the way out to George. George gives it off. Kuzma, no one there for the pass. As here comes Green. Saginaw moving in, passes across, shot, save there by Fry. Whitehead will move up. Green changing on the play, unable to make the pass. Whitehead will just carry. Tries to get around 3 Green bodies, turns it over though, and here comes Hertzberg. 2-on-1 developing for Green. George the only man back for Teal. And the shot goes off the post. Cyprin will pick it up behind the net.
It's one of the loudest dings I think I've ever heard. What a shot from Hertzberg.
George carries in. Leaves it for Whitehead. Whitehead does not go, so George offside. Cyprin did not realize.
Man, I think this might be one of the quickest first periods in terms of non-stoppages that we've seen the Go 4v4 League. These teams are just back and forth, back and forth. And like I said, Teal, only 4 bodies, almost similar to what Red had last game, where they're going to keep it competitive, but it's going to be really hard at the end of the day to try to beat a team that has 3 lines.
Cyprin back to Edwards. Edwards going to send this one across. Boyson carries in behind the net. It's Kuzma. Kuzma carries, just goes wide.
Low, they've tried high. They've tried under the crossbar right there, just like the shot from Ramirez. It's just seemingly very unfortunate for Teal because they have the skill, they have the shot power, but Ferris is just standing on his head with these opportunities.
Ramirez will take the draw for Teal. Sends it back to Whitehead. Edwards will send it in deep to McKenzie. McKenzie holds, waits, sends in front. Unable to get there is the Teal offense as here comes Green. Davis leading the charge. He'll pass this one back to Rosensteel. Back to Davis. Great play there. And now Whitehead with a head of speed. Here he comes. Whitehead in. Move. Save made by Ferris. Tries to go for Ramirez in front, but just poked away. Davis will send that one up to Rosensteel, who will just be out of reach, and George will pick it up.
Man, what a save there by Ferris against Whitehead. All day to work with.
Ramirez will send it over to Whitehead. 2-on-1. Whitehead back to Ramirez, just goes wide. Ramirez will pick it back up, has George in the slot. He'll go there, waits, fires, toe drag, save there by Ferris. Turnover by Whitehead. As it has been all Teal these last couple seconds. Whitehead can't get a handle on that one. Too many Green bodies around him, but now eventually will. Just poked off his stick. Great defensive there by Green. Holding in the defensive zone, will finally make their way up. Moving in, blocked there by McKenzie, the dome.
Yeah, way to use your head there for Quinn McKenzie.
As that one's going to be dumped all the way down for an icing. 8 minutes to go in the first.
I briefly noticed this during the last game, Andrew. I don't know if you could maybe see what I see, but you think this ice is maybe a little chippy? Because I've seen some of these passes just kind of either A, die a little too quick, or B, just be really bouncy.
Yeah, I think so. Before this all started, there was a Penns League practice. There was a lot of jumping. They were jumping over barriers, so that might have has something to do with it, with the chippiness. Green will move in, Saginaw holding. Saginaw will wrap around, still with the puck. Finally gives it off to Mauser. Mauser in front, just goes wide of the stick. McLean loses an edge, and here comes Quinn McKenzie on a breakaway. Quinn McKenzie moving in through the legs, and Quinn McKenzie cuts the lead to 1.
A talent like Quinn McKenzie by himself, sold the shot, opens up Ferris. Man, what a goal for his second of the season. It's only weird. The hell's that is his second of the season?
Yeah.
Second overall pick, but he's getting his money's worth with the goals that he does score.
He's getting a lot of apples, that's
Yes.
for sure. Cyprin picks up for Teal after the draw. Cyprin will move in. Tries to get around one, will eventually make it through him, but too late, and it'll be right to Ferris's glove.
Ferris looking to maintain his honor as the top goaltender in the GOAT 44 League. I think that was the longest we've had without a goal. So I think he does have the shutout record. So congratulations. That's a guess. I think it is.
George will pick it up. He'll send it down to Cyprin. Sent behind the net. No one there in a Teal body. But a distracted player for Green in a turnover. Just poked wide. McKenzie will pick it up in the corner. George going for the change. Only 3 bodies in the zone for Teal. Moving in front. Shot just goes wide. Another shot attempt. Save there on Boyson.
There's a little bit of back and forth for Shade and Cyprin in front of the net. See Cyprin stick have a little bit of some air time, both physically and in the rink. But under 6 to go, only 3 goals. I think this is a record, though, for lowest amount of goals in one period. That I think I'm pretty certain on.
It's definitely close, that's for sure. Edwards will hold, skates back to his own zone, pass up to Cyprin. Cyprin up to Boyson. Boyson has 1 to beat. Won't get past his man, but turned over. Kuzma. Kuzma will carry. Pass it back to Cyprin. Cyprin moving in. 3-on-3 developing. Back to Boyson, back to Cyprin. Tries to go back to Boyson. Too many deflections. And Green now back the other way. Moving in 3-on-1. Shot, and it's going to trickle in. And that will be Tommy Whitford once again.
Tommy Whitford, 1 goal coming into this game, 2 goals in a period to triple his amount of goals on the season. What a period for him. We don't see a defenseman usually come up on the play like that every so often. So Whitford really the driving force of the offense today for Green.
Yeah, Whitford has done a great job picking up those rebounds. And here comes Shade moving in, intercepted. Whitehead tries to clear that one, but held onto it a little too long. Schaefer intercepted. In comes Boyson. Boyson going to give that to Whitehead. Whitehead's shot goes bar down. And Braxton Whitehead, his second of the game. Sorry, his first of the game. The first overall pick gets the second goal, and the second overall pick gets the first goal.
Yes, there we go. Got all confused there for a minute. Yeah, Whitehead, second game of the season as well. And we throw some more first and seconds in there.
Whitehead moving in, pass it across. Great save there by Ferris on Kuzma. Hertzberg tries to clear it all the way to Schaefer. He'll get there. Schaefer holds. Makes Kuzma miss. Great save there by Fry. Poke just past the stick. Great poke check. As here comes Edwards. Edwards and a penalty coming up to Shade. Teal will be on the man advantage. And turned over, and a power play coming up with 3.5 to go in the first. We know Teal can score on the power play.
Yeah, we definitely know they can. And even with the likes of no LJ Mooney, no Caden Pendo, and no Logan Coley, they're still going to throw out Braxton Whitehead and Dane Ramirez and Jack Edwards and Ben Kuzma, their star players. I mean, only with 8 players, you have to go with your best ones here. And this is a deadly power play.
This is the exact same line that scored the overtime winner last week. Can they put some power play magic together again? Edwards across. Can't bury it. Ramirez will try and flip it across. Will make its way to Whitehead. He'll carry. Sends it across. Kuzma holds. In front, just hits the pad and poked free. Ramirez in a foot race. And he will lose the foot race. Whitford in, and the defenseman pushing up into the play again. Able to win that foot race. Kuzma will pick it up in his own zone now. Kuzma moving in. All three green defenders back. Edwards to Ramirez. Ramirez's shot save made by Ferris. Ramirez back to Kuzma. Kuzma's shocked right into the breadbasket and covered.
Yeah, you got 5 seconds. Really good job by this penalty kill. Milan Cermak driving that to push it all the way down the defensive zone. A really good job for him, Cam Davis, and Brody Simcoe on that PK. Seemingly escaping, but there is still 5 seconds on that clock for Teal to do some damage.
Full sail change coming up, Teal.
Yeah, watch for shade out of the box as well. There's enough time where they can spring him free.
George will pick this one up and pass that one up to McKenzie at the red line. Over to Cyprin. Cyprin waits, fires, he scores! Nick Cyprin will get his 6th of the season, and it's tied at 3.
He's been a quiet, sneaky player for this Teal team all season long. And what a shot from Cyprin just as Shade came back out onto the ice. All knotted up at 3. Really intriguing between these two teams right now.
Cyprin now tied for the team lead in goals, tied with LJ Mooney, who's played half as many games as him.
Yes.
Moving in is Boyson. Boyson makes his way behind the net. Intercepts that pass attempt. It'll go back to McKenzie. McKenzie waits. He'll dump it in. One more, tries to go behind the back. Intercepted though. Davis will move this one up. Cermak. Intercepted though by McKenzie. McKenzie will flip it up. 2 green bodies run into each other, and here's Boyson. He has George with him. He'll go there. Back to Boyson to George. Intercepted pass. Boyson had McKenzie in front, did not notice. Cyprin at the point, shot save made. Rebound is loose, but eventually covered by Ferris.
What did I say about Cyprin? He's sneaky. I don't think anyone noticed him just all by his lonesome to take that onesie. Nice work though by Ferris to read it, get over, and make the save. And now only one more chance here for Teal before the period expires.
That'll be one back to the point, Edwards. He'll send it in. 10 seconds. Kuzma will lose it, and there will not be another attempt at a shot this period, it looks like, unless Green can steal it quickly, and they cannot. Rosensteel unable to get possession in time, as we have a 3-3 game after the half.
That's very low scoring for this league, and like I said, I think that's a record right there.
Yeah, I believe so. We'll be back in about 2 minutes for the second half. Here we go, second half, teal, green. It's the same color, just a different shade, but it is 3-3 going into the half, the lowest scoring game of this season for sure.
Yes.
As we get ready, it's been a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, I wish, like I said, that shot total was working because I'm really curious how many saves both Carson Fry and Zach Ferris have to this point.
Teal will start with possession. Cyprin moving in. Into the slot. Just turned over, though, Davis. Intercepted, though, by Edwards. Edwards moving in. Slow shot goes high and into the netting. I don't even think that connected with anything. Just went that high.
Yeah, I think that was just a straight shooter right into that netting and out of plays. We see one fan going to try to get a souvenir puck out of that one.
McKenzie moving in the faceoff dot. Will win this one back to Kuzma. Just out of reach, though, and Green will push them back into the defensive zone. Edwards carries up to McKenzie. McKenzie loads of speed, lots of hands, goes behind the net and tries to go in front for Cyprin. No one saw him there, just couldn't get enough effort on it.
Sneaky Cyprin almost strikes again.
Here is Saginaw, the captain of Team Green. Moving in, shot goes high. Set behind the net, Saginaw can't corral it. McKenzie will. McKenzie will send it all the way up to Cyprin. No one saw him once again as he's going to try and get past Ferris. Just poked away, though. Moving in is Kuzma. The block there. Saving the game. It's Jack Rosensteel as the tie stays. And now Green has a 2-on-0. Edwards to get back. Moving in is Green. Rebound, just make the save is Fry. Across Saginaw, shot save made. In front, rebound, glove, save made by Fry.
Are you kidding me? Fry with a ridiculous save at one end. Jack Rosensteel with an insane save at the other end. Man, I see Ferris come out of the net, and he makes a beautiful stop at first. But then you just see the trailing Teal player behind in a wide open cage. What a read by Rosensteel to get in the net and make that save.
Teal will win the draw. George will go into the bench and out of play. Feels like Kuzma could have shot that one so much earlier and probably would have had a better outcome.
Yeah, definitely could have. And I feel for the referee that none of the four Teal players would make their way across to go get that puck. So we have the, I mean, it is their running clock, so you choose what you want to do here, guys. Oh, there was a second puck.
And a shot, and that one's going to go in right off the face-off. It's Colby Saginaw. Green takes the lead.
He's been due. He's been due for about 3 weeks now, as he's been really quiet on the goal front. But the captain really striking gold. Last season at 18. That's only his second of the season right there.
George going to pick this up off the faceoff, moves in, tries to go around Saginaw, will make his way into the zone. Intercepts the pass, sends it all the way across. Ramirez holds, sends it across. Boyson tried to get there, unable to. Green moving in. 3-on-2 developing. Across Saginaw, waits. Still waiting, tries to send it to the point. No one there. Here comes Boyson, though, looking for a breakaway. Here's Ricky Boyson moving in. Waits, can't get it. And Ferris with another great save.
Nice work from Ferris just to stay with him on every attempt from Ricky Boyson to make that save. Beautiful job well done, and robbing Boyson. That's Green's former team. So close to a championship last year.
Whitehead will send this one in. George sends between his legs, goes to Ramirez in the slot, and he's going to pop the water bottle and retie this game. Dane Ramirez.
Lethal shot, popping that water bottle up for his third of the season. You felt Teal was due to tie this game really quickly, and you see Ramirez with that much space. He's not going to make the mistake.
We are back to fours as Green wins the faceoff forward, moving in. Whitford still in this vicinity, eventually loses it to Ramirez. 2-on-2. Ramirez tries to get around two, unable to get past Schaefer. Ramirez gets held off. Great defensive play there. And now Teal. 4-on-2 developing. Whitford back to Schaefer. Shot just goes wide. Whitehead going to try and put on the burners. 3-on-1 for Teal now. Whitehead to Cyprin, back to Whitehead. Waits. Still waiting. Teal celebrating. No goal is the call. Teal celebrating. Ferris happy with the call.
Obviously, it's hard to tell from our angle, but when Ferris got up, that puck was underneath him. Obviously, Cypern had a better look than we did. But man, if it was a save, what a job by Ferris to just lay down and not let that puck move.
Yeah. Obviously don't know if it went in and then under him, but pass across Cypern back in front. Oh, great chance there for Boyson. Could have bounced off the back of the net and then back under him. We don't know. Moving in is Shade. Shade gets taken down by Ramirez. Going to try and pass that one back to the point. No one there in the vicinity. It's going to be picked up here by Robertson. Robertson carries. He's going to pass this one up. Turned over at the line by McKenzie. McKenzie back to the point. Kuzma over to Boyson. Boyson puts on the brakes, gets around Shade. He's going to pass this one up to Cypern. Cypern has McKenzie. McKenzie will fan on it. Tried to bat that one out of midair. Turned over there by Cermak, and another turnover tried on Cypern. Shade into the slot. Shot just goes wide. Kuzma gets around Rosensteel. Will eventually send it all the way down. And Ferris goes out to play it. Still call it an icing, though.
I gotta say, we've seen I wouldn't say physicality, but at least the competitiveness slowly amp up these last couple of minutes. And in a 4-4 game, that's just still really weird for me to say. A 4-4 game in the second half.
Cypern has a man streaking down, unable to get there. Ferris will play it himself. Almost loses it once again. Now Davis. Davis moving in. Shot caught Fry off guard. And do we have a goal call? No.
Yeah, that's another one where I kind of maybe think it rolled off the back of Fry into the back of the net. But Fry keeping it out, presumably.
Fry definitely saw the pass across and went for it. Edwards pass intercepted. Up to Cypern, just out of reach. Ferris will go behind the net to get it. Just past Cypern, and now it'll be picked up by Cermak. Turned over by McKenzie, but will make its way to its intended target, Rosensteel. Rosensteel. Carrying still. Has people coming off the bench. Davis. Sends it behind. Back in the middle for Rosensteel. Toe drag. Unable to get a handle on it. In front. Tipped. And goes in. Brody Simcoe. And back in the lead is Green.
Another sneaky good player this season. That's his 6th and team leading goal. As he's really put it on this year. He had the hat trick in the first game of the season, or second game of the season, excuse me, and hasn't looked back since. Really good showing from Brody Simcoe.
Teal really good on those face-offs. McKenzie sends it over to Whitehead. Whitehead in, just shot wide. Could have beat him, just not on the net. Simcoe going to flip this one up to Davis. He will get there. Davis in, pass across, just goes wide off the stick. Ramirez moving in, passes up to McKenzie. McKenzie with one to beat. McKenzie will try and send it in front for Ramirez, goes behind the net instead. Ramirez not able to pick it up. George, and Ramirez finally gets it. McKenzie. Quinn McKenzie over to Whitehead. Whitehead off the boards, moving in. Toe drag. Great move there. Ramirez into the slot. He will keep it. Good clinic so far by these three. And here's Quinn McKenzie off the crossbar.
Yeah, this might be their new top unit. They've looked really well all game long.
Turnover. Ferris will get it. Teal not challenging. Will decide to go to Ramirez. Poked there by McKenzie. George sends it across to Ramirez. Ramirez back to the point. Whitehead. Whitehead tipped. Shot. Rebound. Almost goes in off Rosensteel, but just wide. He now carries. Rosensteel is Green changing after the big defensive stop. Behind the net. Holds. Loses it. Saginaw will pick it up, turns it over into the slot. Rosensteel picks it back up at the point. Rosensteel tries to go for Simcoe. Almost deflected off a Teal member and into their own net. George sends it up to Ramirez. Ramirez crisscrosses with McKenzie. McKenzie fans on that shot. Had a good chance. McKenzie moving back in off the crossbar. No goal, but that one will be. The rebound for Quinn McKenzie. Picks up his own rebound, and it's back tied.
You just felt Teal was going to strike back. Shot after shot, save after save from Ferris, and finally a wide open net there for Quinn McKenzie to tie this game at 5. Beautiful shot. And Teal's drive to just keep shooting and shooting and shooting is paying off.
Will be picked up by Mauser. Has Boyson all over him. Eventually shakes him loose. Fans on the clear attempt, though. Does make it out to Hertzberg, though. Hertzberg goes across. Shot there, goes off the pad. Kuzma chips that one to Boyson. 3-on-1, 4-on-2. Boyson back to Edwards, and a great save. Whitford moves this one. Saginaw. Saginaw can't get it past Whitehead. Saginaw across. In front. Shot there. Pad save. Boyson tries to flip that one through and blocked. Great block there. As now Green, Saginaw.
Yeah, Whitford's still on the HT watch. They moved him up to forward now. Let's see if he can get it.
Whitford with it. Tries to go across. Bad bounce there. Cyprin's going to clear, and that will be an icing.
The quote-unquote rare icing strikes again. 5-5. I don't think anyone expected to be this low scoring at this point in the game, but like I said earlier, there's a lot of room for guys to show off their talent, and including the goaltenders. We've talked a lot about Zach Ferris. Talk a lot now about Carson Fry. He's been phenomenal in the net all game long.
Back to the point. Shot goes up in the air. Fry didn't see it until it came down. Robertson sends it behind. Whitford in front. Shot. Great save there by Fry. Moving up, it's Kuzma. Kuzma has Boyson streaking. Goes to him, but just a lot too many sticks in the way. Cyprin back down to Kuzma. Kuzma waits, off the side of the net. Picked up, and here comes Green. Whitford carrying into the slot, just poked off a stick. Down Edwards and Schaefer fighting for it. George will send it up to Ramirez, who's free off the bench, just past his stick though. Ferris will take it behind his own net. Wraps it around. Edwards almost had it there. As right off the bench. Shade. 3-on-2. Great poke by Cyprin to get that one free. Edwards up to Ramirez. 4-on-2 for Teal. Ramirez shot, his pass is blocked.
We've seen it almost identical time and time again of Green taking away the shooting lanes and taking away Teal's chances. Like I said, Teal just gets to keep shooting on net, but they can't if Green's going to keep doing that same exact drop defensively.
Shade. It'll eventually come to him behind the net. He's going to move it over to Schaefer. Schaefer moving in, loses it for a second. Fans on the second attempt. Shade will pick it up back to Schaefer. Schaefer back to the point. Cermak, Davis. Down, makes a goaltender drop in front, and it will go in. Carter Shade will increase the lead to a 2-goal lead.
I'm not sure how Shade snuck that through, but amazing job by him to find the 5-hole and sneak it in to make it a 6-5 game.
My mistake, it's a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, 1 goal. I had to look there. I was counting while I was talking. I'm like, wait, did they forget to put one up again?
They put it up so fast that I thought they didn't put it up yet. Here's Ramirez, and he's going to tie it right back up at 6. Dane Ramirez will cut that definite 2-goal lead down to a 0-goal lead.
Money puck.
Money puck rules. 2 goals for 1 goal.
Ramirez with 2. We're really seeing the depth scoring of both teams really get into this hockey game.
Whitehead tried to make it 2 straight. but turned over as Green moving back in. Boyson will be the first one to it, though. Sent up to McKenzie, just out of reach. Called for icing, and it will be an icing. 8 minutes to go.
The rare icing continues to strike constantly, doesn't it? I think we're going to see, like I said, in the halfway through the point of the second period, the physicality started to ramp up a little bit. The competitive started to ramp up a little bit. We're going to see that now constantly for the next 8 minutes. Both teams really eyeing for 3 points, here tonight.
Behind the net, tries to send it in front, just goes wide. McLean tries to send it across, just goes through the crease. Ramirez with the interception will leave it off. McKenzie moving in, poked off his stick. He'll pick it back up in the corner. Cermak carries, sent all the way up, and here's a breakaway from McLean. McLean in, shot, save made by Fry. Into the slot, another save there on Cermak. McKenzie, he'll send this one up to Ramirez. Ramirez over to Whitehead. Whitehead skating backwards, eventually loses it. He will pick it up, and now back at the blue line. Whitehead will have to exit the zone due to the pressure from Rosensteel. As a great pickpocket by Rosensteel, taken down from Whitehead, and a power play for Green.
We're going to see Green. They've scored once on the power play before this season. Beck McLean did it. And we'll see Whitehead head to the box. Running clock as well, so Green has a chance to kill some time here, as well as possibly put one in the back of the net. We'll see. We haven't seen a lot of their power play, but the one chance they did have it, McLean with a deadly goal.
It will be Simcoe taking the draw for Green. Loses it to Boyson. Cyprin will hold. Give it off to Edwards. Back to Cyprin. Now Cyprin moving in shorthanded. Has Davis on him. Holds and will kill a little bit of clock. Hertzberg sends it up to Simcoe, who will not be able to carry. And an icing on the power play. Unfortunate for Green.
Yeah, maybe thought Simcoe got a piece of it. Both referees in the vicinity say no. And then that is something, we've not seen a lot either, is icings on power plays. But still 43 seconds to work with. The main clock's still running. We're down to 5:45. Not necessarily, I guess, a bad thing for Green.
Another great face-off there for Teal. They've done great all game. Boyson will hold. He'll send its way down to Edwards. Edwards' shot. Tried to catch off guard. Edwards battling for it in the corner with two Green members. Simcoe eventually leaves it off of Rosensteel. Killing clock is Teal. Rosensteel moving in. Loses it for a little bit. Cyprin tried to get it out. Unable to do so. Rosensteel moves in. Sends it behind to Hertzberg. Hertzberg back to the point. Simcoe. Simcoe down to Davis. Davis in. Picks the corner. What a shot. As that one goes over the shoulder, it's back to a lead for Green.
Man, what a shot by Cam Davis. Right over top the shoulder. Nasty goal. With only 3 seconds to go on the penalty to Whitehead.
Just under 5 to go at this point in the game. Turnover. Simcoe. They finally realize what Teal's doing on those breakaways. And wow, what a save. Off those face-offs. Teal finally realized it and pushed it back in their face. Almost taking that one to the house and making a 2-goal lead.
And imagine if they did, but you said it perfectly. They read that face-off like a book, and Simcoe sprung free. And that's where we've made a lot of money. A lot of his goals have been breakaways. So a phenomenal job once again by Carson Fry.
Back to even for Teal. They need to get another quick one. So far this period, it's been a lot of Green scores, Teal scores not too long after.
Yeah, it seems like the name of the game, but eventually the time's not going to be on somebody's side.
Edwards will hold in his own zone. He'll piss up to George. Green intercepts. Edwards gets the clear attempt, and here's Teal. Boyson. Boyson moves in, waits for his man to drop. Had a wide open net. Was George on the rebound, unable to corral though. George sends this one to Boyson. Poked back to George. George in front. Tried to go there for Kuzma. George tries to go back in front. Tipped out of the zone. And now Edwards. Edwards with Simcoe all over him. able to keep possession. He'll pass this one up to Kuzma. Kuzma in, shot. Great save there by Ferris. Teal putting on the burners right now. Shot there. Shoulder save. Rebound in front. Another rebound attempt for Teal. Digging at it in front of a lot of bodies. Green will eventually pick it up, but Boyson intercepts. Shot goes high. Ferris without a stick for a second. Now has it, and now Green. On a chance. Boyson, though, bodies the man off. Great play there by Boyson. He'll flip it up to Ramirez. Ramirez holding as Teal goes for a change. McKenzie flips it down in a power play in a crucial moment here for Teal. Clock will stop, and that's what they need.
Yeah, bad penalty there for Colton Mauser, taking down McKenzie. As you saw, he just tried to shake him. Body moves a little bit towards him, and down goes McKenzie. And a minute power play for Teal. They've had 2 power play goals all season. One of them ended up being an overtime winner. And coincidentally, that man's taking the face-off.
This will go back to Ramirez. To Whitehead. 2:30 to work for. Cyprin tries to make its way around Ferris. Can't get there. Whitehead digging for it. Schaefer will try and get it out. Cyprin behind the net. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez back to Whitehead. Whitehead over to McKenzie. That pass is tipped. Ramirez still holding. A little bit of a hook action there as here comes Green. It's Robertson. Can't tuck it in. Great save there by Fry as he leaves immediately after, as that one's going to get tipped in by Whitehead. Turned over to McKenzie. Across. Cyprin's shot. Falls as he shoots. Unable to get all of it. Cyprin. Back to Ramirez. Back to McKenzie. To Ramirez again. Back to the point. Edwards shot. Covered. Save. Rebound is loose. Digging for it. It will go in. I believe that will be Nick Cyprin, maybe Dane Ramirez. Both of them celebrating. But it is a tie game.
It looks like it will be Cyprin just from who's leading it out, but so many chances in front of the net as the penalty expires. And wow, Teal, something about being clutch in those situations. And they do it again, Nick Cyprin. Second goal of the game.
Could have been Cyprin, could have been Ramirez. Doesn't matter, it's tied now. Ramirez, he'll give it to McKenzie. Back to Ramirez. McKenzie with speed, moving in. Turns it over. Whitehead with throws a nice little block there. Cyprin, Ramirez to Whitehead. Back to Ramirez, shot high and wide. Turned over Green, finally getting it out of the zone again. McLean gives it off to Cermak. Cermak across. Pass jumps over the stick of Shade. He's going to send it in front. Shot goes wide there. Ramirez holds, gives that one off to Cyprin. Cyprin turns it over eventually. It will make its way back to Davis. Davis has Whitehead all over him. Able to break free though. Davis moving in. Shade in front. Fans on the pass. Shade in the corner. Has George over him. Shade moving across. Cermak. Cermak behind the net. Tries to go for a wrap. Goes in. Makes its way in front. No shot there by Mauser. Across to Davis in the slot. Across shot there. Save made. 6 seconds.
Oh, I saw the green bench pointing the puck pop free for a moment. Whistle was blown dead, or almost could have been called a goal. But with 6 seconds left, I know it might be a little dangerous, but if you're Green, consider maybe having the goalie at the hash marks.
I think hash marks isn't the right call. And that will be it for regulation. And for the second week in a row, I get to say, we got extra hockey.
And it's Teal again.
Teal again dominated overtime last week. Got the power play they needed for in overtime for so much possession. And then made it count on the power play. as there will be no break before we head to overtime because they don't get a break. So we don't get a break.
Yeah.
5 minutes of overtime, 3-on-3. Whoever wins will get 2 points instead of 3. If it ends in overtime, loser will get 1. Still tied, will go to the shootout where the winner will get only 1 point. Teal will win the draw. They've done that most of the night. And just like that, no, offsides.
Yeah,
I
offsides.
thought Teal was getting another one. Boyson tried to carry, gets intercepted, and here comes Green. Mauser. Mauser can't get around his man. Backhand shot. Saved there by Fry. As here comes Edwards. Across. Boyson shot. He scores! Ricky Boyson. And Teal improves to 2-0 in overtime and take down the Green team.
Green came in 2-0 this season. They fell last week, and Teal again. Overtime heroes. Ricky Boyson against his old team. Just under a minute in. That's a storybook ending right there.
That is a beautiful ending to this game. 4 minutes to go in overtime. It only took a minute to end. Last week took 3. But a great shot, great way to end this game with extra time.
It's crazy. You saw Boyson spring free, and man, you just kind of felt like, oh, here we go. This is Teal's moment once again to do this. But man, Teal, they started off 0-2 like you said, Andrew. They get the win last week in OT. They get the win this week in OT. Without Mooney, without Cooley, and even now this week without Pendo. This team is so deep that we said at the beginning of the season they had the first overall pick in Whitehead, second overall pick in McKenzie, second round pick in Dane Ramirez. This team is loaded all the way down their lineup. And getting Ricky Boyson in trade, it's paying dividends. They're back to 500, and they're really looking like a threat.
Yeah, they are. The Teal is 0-2 with Cooley and Mooney and 2-0 without them.
Crazy to think about.
It's an insane stat. As Teal, while these only are 2-point wins instead of 3-point wins. So they're not going to jump high in the standings on this week. That this could solidify them as a playoff team.
It really can. At the end of the day, every point's going to matter. And even for a team like Green, they're going to get one out of this. That's going to help them out a little bit as well. So at the end of the day, you're going to take every point you can. Even if it is only a 2-point win, say they're 3. And for Teal, they haven't had a regulation win. So that's really going to make their money.
Yeah, there is a strong feeling in my gut that Teal will miss the playoffs because they won these games in overtime as opposed to regulation.
That would be a real kicker. I'll say that much.
That's 2 points that they don't get for these 2 wins.
Yeah. It might bite them in behind. It might not. It might even be the point that makes them into the playoffs. We don't know. That's the fun of it. And that's why these next 2 weeks are going to be so much crucial for each team.
As we get ready for Game 3, it will be the Shade Battle.
Yes.
The Dark Shade versus the Light Shade. It's white versus black. The end of the, I don't know where I'm going
The
with
Week
this.
4 slate. The end of the Week 4 slate.
Yes. It will be black. It will be white. It will be Billy Depew. It will be Evan Smith on the call. We will be back in about, I'd say 15 minutes.
Yeah, just about.
very fitting that we have Michael Jackson playing in the background for our third and final game of the Week 4 slate here at GOAT 4v4. It's black versus white. I'm Billy Depew. To my right is Evan Smith. Evan, white 2-1, black 1-2. Black, they don't want to end up in that toilet bowl. What can they do to get out of this game against the white team who is coming off a win?
Well, for them, it's going to be their leaders in Jackson Morehouse, Kenny Calwater, those kind of players finally stepping up to the plate the way they haven't done so far this season. If you look at their goal-scoring totals, everyone except for Nick Sawicki is way behind their pace that they had when Black was more successful last year.
Speaking of Sawicki, you got Nick Sawicki on the black side, but also his brother, Anthony Sawicki, Penn's Elite U18, wearing number 11, is on the other side.
Should be interesting to see the competition between the two of them, because you look back to last year, they both scored the same amount of goals. So it's a brothership with some pretty even play going one-on-one against each other tonight.
As Evan mentioned, Nick Sawicki, the leading scorer for this black squad. He's got 6 goals on the year. Anthony Carone in white has 4 goals on the year. As I mentioned, black 1-2, 2 straight losses. They're looking to overcome that and finally get a win because, you know, there's not a whole lot of hockey left, Evan. As I mentioned, you know, you go down 3 and it's looking a bit grim for your chances to do anything in the postseason. As for white, it's imperative that they keep it rolling and keep it going.
Yep, if white wins, they take over first place in the GOAT League with that tiebreaker over purple, who probably looks like the more impressive team, but also, are they really a team? Because it seems like every week they just shuffle through a whole new group of people.
Listen, that's a team who didn't win a game at all last year. Not a single win for that purple squad last year. I think it's safe to say, as long as they get a win, I don't think anybody's mad about it.
It's like LeBron trying to just take over the Lakers when they don't win. Whatever he wants, they just do.
Le GM taking over as we're getting ready for puck drop here. And here we go. White wins the drop, but black will take it over. Played behind the net. Rister from the blue line, no good. That is Jackson Morehouse rotating the puck. 2 number 14s in black today. Puck won't be frozen. It will be played up by white. It's going to be Anthony Sawicki dumping off the pass. Could not corral it, was Kyle Huston. And it's going to go the other way. Even strength. Morehouse with it behind the net. Morehouse controlling the puck in front of the net, looking for a wrister. Can he find it? Wrister, no good. Taking over is Houston. I apologize for my mispronunciation on the last possession. He still has. It's going to be broken up by Caden Lewandowski. Pass from Morehouse back. Wrister, no good. And does it go in? And it will. It'll find its way in the net. That's going to be Jackson Kroc. Right place, right time for the tap in for number 5. 1-0 black.
And you know, I think it was Morehouse who threw it across the net. He's going to be out there acting like he did that on purpose. You can tell by watching that play. That was just pure luck. Right place, right time.
See a lot of that here, especially with 4-on-4. Obviously, these teams not playing with the extra guys on the ice. A lot of missed passes, a lot of tap-ins are very likely to see.
Especially with the roster turnover that we see week to week, no matter what team you're talking about.
Obviously, purple, a little more known for that roster turnover. Teal as well with the addition and loss of Logan Cooley throughout the season. As black controls the puck. It's going to be left. Still controlled. And it is a one-on-one opportunity with the keeper. Wrister is good. Anthony Carone. That's 5 on the year for Anthony Carone, and it's going to knot up this game 1-1.
Sometimes it's just simple. We see a lot of those flashy plays. Carone maybe bought on that expectation, just threw a simple wrister.
Face-off coming. One by White. Back to the keeper. That's Volsky. He's 1-1 on the year. looking to get his second win of the season and White's third. Pass cannot be completed. Oh, great behind the back pass, cannot be connected to Mahler. Few line changes. White's going to get out a defensive group. Great pass there. Puck moved behind the net. Close quarters action. Rister no good, just missed the net, and it's going to go the other way. All alone was Stern. Stern still has it. Stern loses it. Commentator's curse. Still kept in by White, and it's going to go in the bench.
Does Goat League have a delay game penalty?
Don't think so. Yeah, no delay of game penalty for.
Right in front of Todd Reardon's power play boards.
White wins it again. It's going to be controlled by Acklin. Acklin in front of the net, along with a sea of players covered and saved by Kreidler. Kreidler 0-2 on the year, letting up 10 goals a game.
Yep, just smart goaling there. We see a lot of goals get let in because that goaltender just not hiding or hugging that pipe enough. Kreidler did not make that mistake there.
White continues to dominate inside the circle. Puck played in. Puck played around by Stern. Stern loses it. Controlling the other way. Regrouped by White. Rister there. Blocked. Down low. Battle. Nothing there. Going the other way is the another number 14, Thomas Jaron. Jaron gives it up. Rister there, no good. From Orvitz. Black loses possession. White takes it back. Even strength 3-on-3. Intercepted by Black. Almost intercepted by Black, excuse me. Jackson Morehouse collects it. Intercepted by White again. Huston with a battle on his own end. Played into Sawicki. Sawicki has it. Anthony Sawicki. As we mentioned, his brother, Nick, is on the other team. Sawicki dumps it back to Carone. Lewandowski's going to corral it for Black. Morehouse with a little back and forth. He'll retain. Morehouse will carry it in. Morehouse leaves it for Lewandowski, and what a pass from Jackson Morehouse to Caden Lewandowski. Black's up 2-1.
Lewandowski, a bit of an off-centered shot, but able to put it right where he needed to.
Caden Lewandowski's going to get his second of the year.
He's the name that we talk about a lot, just not so much in that goal-scoring category.
No, he's actually listed as a defender, and when you take a look at a lot of the rosters in the GOAT 4v4 League, most rosters don't have more than 1 or 2 defenders, at most 3, but when you take a look at this Black squad, there's a little bit of a jam up on the boards. We have about 6 or 7 defenders on this Black team alone.
And Lewandowski tends to play a role, not necessarily a defender. He's more of a quarterback role in offense where he's not taking the shots, but he's controlling the play.
Oh, man, opportunity there for White, just missed by Mahler. Regained possession by Ribstein. Touch pass there. It's going to leave it for Black. Taken by Goldfin. Goldfin leaves it behind for Orvitz. The assistant captain puts it out front. Puck played by the blue line, just loses it as Austin Orvitz. Played back. Opportunity here for Black. Wrister, no good. Opportunity there from Jackson Kruk. Already has one tonight. One of 2 goals for Black. Pass played out front. Good control there from Stern. Wrister there, no good. And no, they're going to say no goal.
That's going to be a controversial call. We see that a lot in the NHL where the ref just loses sight of the puck, thinks the goalie has it, but it's not. It's just wide out in the open.
Cal Huston with the wrister. They're not going to give it to him. Another defender for the white team at least.
First it looked like the refs are going to play both sides, but I think White would be disagreeing right about now.
All alone for White. Lost it there. Puck played in. Wrister there, and it's good. Deflection? I believe it was a deflection off the stick of number 9. Alex Ondos in front of the net. Tip drill there.
I always say in hockey, tipping is not an act of luck, it's an act of pure skill. And especially when you're able to place it just like that for Ondos.
You know, Evan, it's a little hard to see with the net right in front of us. I didn't get a clear shot on the net, but even if Ondos with the, thought he tucked it there for Black, but excuse me, even if Ondos wasn't the one that actually got his twig on the puck there and it was just a wrister, he still should definitely get credit for screening the goalie.
Definitely.
Skating there from Cole Antonio. He ended up losing it. Ackland leaves it for his teammate. He's going to lose it. 1-on-1. Might become a 2-on-1. It does. 2-on-2. Wide open opportunity. Cannot be corralled for Cole Antonio. Pass down. Cannot be corralled. No icing call, and they are going to give it to him. Christian Cole Antonio, a name that you might hear, one of those many defenders for this Black squad out of Hamilton. Only 1 goal on the year so far. Black wins that faceoff. Lewandowski fighting for the puck, does not get it. Going to be won by, I'm not sure, and that's a goal. Wrister there. And Black takes the lead.
Beautiful one-timer by Lewandowski, gets his 2nd of the game.
Caden Lewandowski, his 3rd goal on the year. Puck won once again by Black. Morehouse is going to dump the puck. Takes a really awkward bounce.
Almost Tristan Jarry himself there.
Jarry known for kind of displacing himself at times. Wrister there, no good. Great save there by Kreidler. Kreidler, as we mentioned, giving up 10 goals a game, trying to get that number down here tonight with 11 to go in the first period. Shot there, no good. Lewandowski has it. Gives it up to Nick Sawicki. Sawicki, great control there. Left for Goldfein. Goldfein's pass to no avail. Going the other way is Cal Houston. Great pass there into the own end for Connor Ribstein. Goldfein has it in his own end. Almost looked like he didn't even knew he had it. White pursuing. Rister opportunity, no good.
Rookie tried to go between his legs, couldn't get any power on the shot.
Oh, what a move. Backhander, no good. Great move there from John McDonald, but no good. One-timer there from the blue line. Play down low. Dumps it across the other way. Puck played in behind. Goldfein shot, no good. They'll play on. 2-on-1 opportunity. Down comes the captain, Sean O'Donnell, one-timer, and that puck didn't end up in front of the net. Puck played by Zach Hickson. Assistant captain, also a defender out of Johnstown. 2-on-2 here. Oh, and what a save once again from Jeff Kreidler.
Lower body control there is the key.
And oh man, what a shot from 14, Thomas Jarman from Boston. His second goal of the year.
We've seen Jarman the last 2 weeks do some great things. You got to think at some point he's going to earn his own number, right?
Yeah, I mean, I said this before the game. I feel like all you have to do is just tape up the 4 and give him number 1 at this point. He has been putting on a show of recent.
And he's been their number 1 player the last couple weeks since he's popped up.
Jarman, 2 goals, 2 games. Black with possession in their own end. Taken away by White. Rister there, does not hit the net. Controlled by Sean O'Donnell, behind the net. Backhanded pass, does not find another white jersey. Some aggression there from Stern. But here he comes again with the wrister, no good. Shot did not hit the net for Jarman. Tough break there. White shot got deflected. That was Carter Williams. He's got 2 goals so far with White on in this Go 4v4 league. Rister there, no good. Jarman with control. Lewandowski with the puck. Tries to play it in between the legs of number 10. No good. Connor Ribstein with great defense down on the other end, but Black regaining control. Lewandowski with the, oh man, great pass from Lewandowski. Unfortunately, did not find, I believe that is number 3, Christian Cole Antonio. Great glove save from Jeff Kreidler once again. Excuse me, that was Cohen Bell Sterling who had the one-timer opportunity wide open on the other end. Evan just did not get to him.
Yeah, just wide open net was waiting for him, but the pass was just a bit too quick. But Jeff Kreidler on the other end, showing he wants a 1 next to his name because he's sick of that 0-2. He's standing on his head.
Oh no, and a play down low, a little bit of a debacle, and Lewandowski regains control for Black. Black somehow not being able to score. And White with a one-on-one opportunity, and it finds its way in the net. Connor Ribstein, his first goal of the night, 3rd of the year.
You know, some of the best hockey is just straight up broken hockey, and that looked like an NHL 24 glitch come to life.
Yeah.
Also, that ends well for Team White, and I think I just jinxed Kreidler.
And a complete cluster down low on the other end for White. Ends up leading in a goal, and that cut the lead to 1. It's 4-3 Black with 5:40 left to go in this first half of week 4 in the GOAT 4v4 league. Handled there by Carone. Carone's pass across the net. Rister is good. Carone with a great pass to Adam Mahler, who does not have a goal yet in the Go 4v4 league, and that's going to be his first goal of the year to knot it up for White.
I'm so sorry, Jeff Kreidler. I should have never said anything nice about you.
Yeah, I mean, he was doing so good, Evan. At least he's on pace to keep that number down from 10 to possibly 8. Puck played at middle ice, battle down low. Controlled in the other end. Wrister opportunity, one-timer opportunity. Oh my goodness, Evan. Jeff Kreidler. How did he manage to get his pad down there?
Quickest move I've ever seen. It did go through his 5-hole, but it looked like his trailing leg was just in the right angle to keep it from going past him into the net.
And they said goalies couldn't drag the toe. Nasty save there from Jeff Kreidler.
Those gymnastic classes are paying off.
Black starting in on White's end, starting to regain control in the face-off circle. White was dominating most early on in that department. No good shot there from Christian Colantonio. Pass cannot be corralled by Carter Williams. It's going to be a frozen puck for Black and Jeff Kreidler. Evan, on our roster, when we take a look, Kreidler is not the only goalie that has played for this Black team. In fact, on our roster, it says other goalies. Hey, he is 1-0.
Is other goalies the equivalent of like when Bacon holds the WWE title?
Well, I'll tell you this: he's has the only win for Black as a goalie. Let up 7 goals in that game. I'm sure we'll figure out who that is. Puck froze there by Volsky. Volsky 1-1 on his own end. Nope, excuse me, 2-1. It says 1-1 here. Out of Ogden. He's letting up about 9 1/3 a game. Looking to make it 3-1 on the year. 4-4 both ways. 2:40 left to go in the first half. White pursuing. Great defensive play there by Black. That was going to be. I don't have a number 7 on my roster. He has it. Going to be played back. White continuing to gain control. Stern still has it. Number 7 in Black is Tyler Love from Fayetteville. Fayetteville. Has 1 goal on the year for Black.
I think that was tripping me up last week too.
White with a wrister opportunity, no good. Just missed Jeff Kreidler. White does regain control. Wrist shot there, no good. Possibly deflected by his own teammate. Here we go. Oh, great pass there. Backhand opportunity. Trips over the goalie. He's going to block him in the net. Both are up. 1:20 left to go. One-timer opportunity. Easy as it gets. Doesn't get any easier than that. Cohen Bell Sterling.
Hey, it's really hard to know where to put the puck. I'm sorry, it's easy to know where to put the puck in the net after you spend 5 minutes studying it inside there. And just under a minute left. Black looks to have the advantage heading into halftime.
Cohen Bell Sterling out of Odessa. An NAHL affiliate, his 2nd goal of the year. Mahler loses it. Lewandowski has it. Lewandowski with the chipper over the net. It rides the other way. Black regains control. Wrist shot there. And frozen by Volsky. Probably going to get one more face-off in, one more possession for whoever wins the face-off here with just 20 left to go in the first half. And Black does win it on a bit of a face-off win streak so far. Jackson Morehouse. Morehouse still has it. 5 seconds left to go. Pass out front, no one home. And that is going to do it for the first half, Evan. A really back and forth battle between this white team and black team. Both teams fighting for a win.
Yeah,
Pretty average start, though, as far as scoring goes.
Yeah, looking at it, I was thinking this would be a bit of a low-scoring game going down the rosters. I put my mental line at 19.5, and I said I was going to take the under. Right now, we're looking to be riding that just about perfectly.
Yeah, as you mentioned, black, their leading goal scorer is Nick Sawicki. He has not scored yet tonight. As for white, it is Anthony Carone, who has tucked one, possibly looking for another. Back in a few minutes, black versus white. Second half puck drop about to commence.
Final half of hockey for the night. And we always know, calling Chris Fowler and Kirk Hurthwaite for the big games of the week.
Black 1 and 2 on a 2-game losing streak, looking to snap that. Would be 3 straight for Jeff Kreidler as well. Wrist shot there, no good. Pocketed by Kreidler.
White trying to do lots of quick spark after black got the best of them towards the end of that first half.
Face-off taken, won by white, but controlled by Lewandowski. Black playing it in. Pass across, no one home. Adam Mahler has it. Mahler gives it to Ribstein. Ribstein with 1 goal on the night so far, looking for number 2. Ribstein plays it back to Houston. Pass across, shot, and that was a great possession for white, and that is going to lead to a very early second half goal. That is going to be number 8, the captain, Sean O'Donnell. That's his second goal of the night.
Yep, just good patience. Usually you'd see a quick one-timer there. He held it for just a touch, was able to place it where he needed to.
O'Donnell with 5 on the year. Now the tied leading scorer for this white squad with forward Anthony Carone out of Victoria. Played in by white. Controlled by Carone. Carone with a drive. Carone with a shot. No good. Played down the boards. Black has a 2-on-1 opportunity. Now back to even. Pass across. No good. From Zach Goldfing. White going the other way. Pass behind. Looking for a pass out in front of the net is Cal Huston. He elects to pass it back to Anthony Carone. Carone gives it up. Controlled by Stern. Pass down low to Carone. Carone still has it. Given up to Cal Huston. Huston with a backhander, no good. Goldfein has it. Goldfein controlling at the blue line, waiting for that line change. They elect to play it back. He's going to head to the bench for another line change for Black. Assistant captain Austin Orvich tries to ping it down there on a rope. No icing called. Looking for a pass down low was Belsterling. He elects to give it up to Morehouse up top. Rister found a white jersey. A race for the puck down low. Black is going to win it. Jackson Morehouse, the captain of this Black team, who ironically has played for more than just Black. And that is going to be an offsides call.
Kind of debatable. I didn't quite see it there, but also puck might have snuck out in our blind spot down in the corner.
I think it did. We do not have a full entire view of especially down here across the boards. Things do get a little tricky from a broadcasting standpoint.
Although maybe some of the calls today can determine whether or not the refs are black with white stripes or white with black stripes.
Puck controlled by Jarn. Jarn somehow gets this pass across. Great save there from Volsky. Evan, I really like what I'm seeing early on so far this season in general from Thomas Jarn.
Yeah, since stepping in. He's from Boston, which is one of the elite NCAA programs, which I don't think we've given him enough credit for. He is a fantastic player.
Oh, and what a ripper there from Cohen Belsterling. His second of the night, third on the year.
You don't really see many like solo dekes from that far back, but he held on to it for a second and then just ripped it right over the shoulder.
4v4 equals a lot more shooting lanes, and a lot of these guys take perfect opportunity for that. Cohen Belsterling, also labeled as a defenseman, puts it in for Black. They are up 6-5 with 17:45 to go. Controlled there. A battle for the puck mid-ice. Played across, no good. Jarn with a pass down in front. One-on-one opportunity, no good. And played in, great break starter there for White. Pass opportunity is too easy. Jeff Kreidler left all alone on that one, and it's going to be knotted up 6-6.
Yeah, great goal. Oh, sorry, great one-timer there by Adam Mahler. Here we saw the Black defender, forgot who he was, try to pull the video game strategy, just dive down and block it, but that stick just reached too far.
I can't tell you how many times I've done that as a defender in Chell, and how many times it just simply has not worked. Perfect example there off the one-timer from Adam Mahler.
When it works, you look great. When it doesn't, you look a bit silly.
Just laying there, defenseless. Icing called, going to be played down on the other end. Face-off won by White. Definitely picking it back up in that department. Had a really good start inside the face-off circle to start this game. Then Black basically took it over in that second half of the first half. And Lewandowski wins that battle. I lied. White has it again. Nope. No, they don't. My nose is growing. Jaron with a great pass down in the other way. Oh, and another laying down.
More successful that time, though.
Video game style, yeah. Very well done there. Rister saved. Great. Sorry about that. Nikita Volsky with another great save there.
Seems like they're mocapping for the upcoming GOAT 4v4 2K25.
What I wanted to say there was great frame job. It looked like he was playing baseball. He held it out right in front of him there. Nonetheless, great save there from Nikita Volsky. Puck played in by Cal Huston's going to flip it around the other way. White looking to take the lead for the first time in a good minute. Black had that early goal to start this half. Controlled by White. Good possession from White here, looking to get a good shot. Pass down low in the pocket. Lost it was Ribstein. Ribstein gives it up to Sawicki. Ribstein gets it back. Played in behind the net. White with really good possession here as far as control goes. Looks for the shot deflected. Ribstein with a whiffer. Black finally regains control after a good pressure there from White. Didn't really lead to a good shot though, Evan.
Yeah, not much came of it. I was kind of zoned out, but we're back in it.
I can't blame you. A lot of good passes, just nothing really hit the net in that possession. Great breakout there. Shot no good. Zach Goldfein put some heat on that one. Could not find the net. Great save there from Nikita Volsky. Going the other way is Cal Huston. Huston breaks the corner. Pass back up top. Save there and froze by Jeff Kreidler. That was Tyler Stern out of Maryland with the wrister there. He's got 2 goals on the year.
Interesting just watching 4v4 hockey. There's a lot of, once you watch enough hockey, your brain starts kind of piecing stuff together. But then when it's 4v4, all that gets flipped on its head and kind of lose the moments.
And 4v4 is an odd one because when you regular hockey, it's either 5v5 or 3v3. I think that's what I really like about this league is just it's unorthodox and these guys really come out and put on a show.
Pretty unorthodox for a league, for a hockey league named after a basketball player that doesn't follow the rules of either sport.
Well, that's up for debate. No, I'm kidding. I absolutely agree. White, once again, good control. Can they do something with it?
You're right. It's named after a baseball player.
And who would that be?
Well, 23, obviously Michael Jordan.
Obviously.
Noted baseball player Michael Jordan.
Oh, backhander opportunity, no good from Cohen Bill Sterling. Looking for his hat trick.
Do you think the league being named after Michael Jordan is why we talk about betting so much?
Yeah, that would do it. I love it. I'm addicted to it. White controls the puck once again. Broken up by Jeff Kreidler. Black going to go the other way. Chip pass. Oh!
That's going to be way offside.
Yeah. Great effort there from leading goal scorer for this Black squad, Nick Sawicki. But
ironically enough, I think he hit the MJ post.
yeah. $11:57 here to go. Puck drop in this second half. Great attempt there. Good stick, good hands. Off of Connor Ribstein, was not able to get it to go. Jeff Kreidler with another stop.
He got the elevation just right into the chest of Kreidler.
A race for the puck. Down on the other end. Won by Ribstein. It's now going the other way for Captain Sean O'Donnell. Ribstein has it. Plays it back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell still has the puck. Leaves it there. What a great move there. Backhanded pass. No good. That was almost a beauty there from Adam Mahler. Almost connecting to George Acklin, who does not have a goal yet on the season. Black looking for the one-timer. There it is. Cannot get it to go. Backhander trying to find someone. No one home. Was Thomas Jarman. Wide open wrister. And there he is, Jeff Kreidler, showing up again big for Black.
He even fooled me there. I thought he blocked it with his legs, and then it ends up in his glove.
You know, when I think of like really extra saves like that, it's hard to not think about former Penguin goalie Marc-Andre Fleury with a little bit of a flair for the dramatic, so to speak.
Always thinking his goalposts.
Yeah.
It's a good message and gratitude.
A little over 10 minutes left to go here in this second half. All knotted up, 6 apiece. A play down opportunity, one-timer there. Puck could not find the stick of Anthony Carone, looking for his second goal of the night. Puck lost, regained by Carone, and White given to Cal Huston. Gonna take it back. No line changes anywhere. Taken in by Anthony Carone. Pass down low to Huston. Was no good. Broken up by Lewandowski and others. Pass cannot find Zach Goldfein. A little bit of incoherency from both teams as far as passing goes. And that puck is going to end up in the netting.
Great skating there by Sawicki. Just wasn't able to get the puck shot off when he needed to.
Anthony Sawicki, despite his brother being the lead scorer for Black, does not have a goal yet himself for this White team.
Little brother syndrome.
Oh, I'm surprised that was not offsides. They are going to call it. Little late there from the Zebras, but
Had to get a bit of oh, that was not English at all. had to get a bit of a Marc-Andre Fleury arm spin in so he could get the movement done before we blew the whistle.
number 12 in White, it's going to be Carter Williams. Wonder what he's going to do in the locker room. I have a guess, but I'm not going to say.
Lamar Jackson?
Paul Pierce? Anyone? I mean, come on. We know what Paul Pierce did. You're not faking anyone, dude.
Anyways, 8 minutes to go in the second half.
I mean, I don't blame him. You got to do what you got to do.
Looks like we have a little reporter going down to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. You do. Oh, wow.
He's back.
Okay. Well, I don't think he did. I don't think he did what we thought he did.
I thought you just meant switch gloves.
Oh, me too. I don't know what you were thinking. Pretty sure all Paul Pierce had to do was just stretch out his leg or something like that, maybe. A little bit much for a wheelchair. Black going down the other way.
Maybe he pulled a Pablo Sandoval, had to go send a text.
This game is still knotted up. Both teams held scoreless for quite a bit now.
Very un-GOAT League-like match so far.
And right on cue, I was kidding. No goal there for Black. An opportunity just missed. Great save there.
Bit of an eye trick there.
Yeah. The way everybody was skating, I thought it had hit the back of the net. White would have taken the lead, but they have not. It's still 6-6. Black with control in their own end. Going down the other way, finds Captain Jackson Morehouse. Morehouse with a wrister, saved by Volsky. And here we go, breakaway opportunity. It's Acklin. Acklin's shot. Kreidler missed it a little bit. He had no idea where that ended up. He thought he was going to go wide, and his pad actually saved it. A little bit of a whiffed pass there. Morehouse miscommunication, and now it's a 2-on-1 for White. Pass a little late, hits off the iron. Morehouse tries the chip pass. Wasn't a great one, but it gets the job done. Wrist shot there, no good. Great save there again by Nikita Volsky.
Why did he just throw his stick completely unrelated to the puck?
I have no idea, but that's not important. Black still has control. Jackson Morehouse loses it. Friendly fire. Black regains control because of it. Jackson Morehouse wrister, no good. Nikita Volsky has had a really good second half, Evan.
Yeah, only one goal given up?
I believe so.
Or one or two. Either way, that's by this league
both
standard.
goalies,
very
both
incredible.
goalies have been very well in this second half. Nikita Volsky definitely showing out in the second.
Yep, the lack of scoring is not just based on the offense not connecting. It's
No.
the goaltenders being where they need to be.
And Jeff Kreidler again snatches it with the glove.
Say his name and he appears.
Jeff Kreidler playing in the NCDC. Twin City.
Looks like we're going to head for the second week in a row where all 3 games are going to have the clock stopping in those last few minutes.
Absolutely 6 good games in a row in the Go 4v4 slate. Volsky was unable to glove it cleanly, but that might have been a good thing. White with an opportunity there. Kreidler with another great save, and we're going to have a collision down and in his crease.
Good to see it keeping civil. We had one game last week where we saw our first attempt at fighting in the GOAT League.
Of course, the 1 week I'm not here.
You wanted to hit your let's get ready to rumble?
Yeah.
You
Well,
can't-
ladies and gentlemen. I'm kidding. I ain't going to bust that out today.
Well, I've gotten copyrighted for that before. Curse you, Michael Buffer.
As we mentioned and as you've seen, very low scoring second half might give us an absolutely cinematic ending here. 3:40 left to go. Black with control. Cole Antonio with a deflection. Wrister there, no good. Cole Antonio right to Volsky. White going the other way. Thomas Jarman also with a unorthodox backhander attempt that did actually hit the goalie there. White with some passes down low. Wrist shot there, no good from Sawicki.
Lewandowski went for a tip block there.
He tries to get a little aggressive on the puck. Controlled once again by Anthony Sawicki. Puck down low. White has done a really good job of corralling the puck in Black's end. They have to do something with it, and they do. That was definitely the wrister there. I don't think that took a deflection. Do we have a deflection? Carter Williams is going to get credited for that goal.
That break did him some wonders as he breaks the tie after a long run without. Did we go about 10 minutes without a goal?
That's got to be a record in this Go 4v4 league. White with a huge goal there. Great shot, great finish there from Carter Williams. His first goal of the night, and it was a big one. 2:25 left to go. White's up 1. Can Black answer? Obviously not right now because White has the puck, but they got it back. Battle down low. Goldfein got it out of there. Regained possession is White. That's going to be Cal Huston. Huston also looking for his first goal of the night. He's only got 1 goal on the year so far in the Go 4v4 league, but he has a great pass before his line change. Saved by Kreidler. 1:45 left to go. Black has to answer. Pass out front. Oh, and a wide open net for the one-timer. Just could not get to Nick Sawicki.
It's interesting the goalie's staying in the net right now.
Yeah, you got to go. 1:30 left to go. That was a bar. Sawicki. Pass down low. Wrister there, no good.
And goaltender finally exits the ice. Right as White gets
Yeah,
the puck,
not
though.
great timing there. Wrister's not going to be on target. And it's going to be
Luckily,
a
icing call.
very lucky icing call there. Evan, it does make you think that why did they wait until just then to pull the goalie?
Yeah, because usually we see, even in the first game, the goalie was pulled with like 4 minutes left. Maybe they thought just being 1 goal is more of a risk than that first game
And
when it was
not
about
only-
2 or 3.
And not only that, Evan, when you got a possession going down the other way, wouldn't you want that extra attacker going down with you?
Yeah, they waited until Maybe
They lost the puck.
They were scared they would lose it sooner.
Nonetheless, they do have control with that extra man on. Kreidler on the bench. Wrist shot there! And it's just sitting there. Jarman has it. 52 seconds left to go. Wrist shot there. High.
I don't think anyone on the ice knew where that puck was after that corner post hit.
I got a lucky look at it. Jackson Morehouse has it. Morehouse looking cross crease, no good. 38 seconds left to go. Sawicki with it. Nick Sawicki with the backhanded pass, and it's good! Jackson Morehouse with the late goal to knot it up with 30 seconds left to go, and we got ourselves another great game, folks.
Sometimes your captain's got a lead, and the beautiful backhand play by Jackson Morehouse. That might go down as the highlight of the day, not only just for the context, but just on the skill.
Jackson Morehouse, 12 points last year in the GOAT 4v4 League, leading this black team, knotting it up 7-7, looking to have an overtime, but we've seen crazier things happen. Black regains control, wrister there, saved by Volsky. 15 seconds left to go. This looks to be the last possession for White. White with the wrister there, no good, and oh my gosh, all over the place, behind the net. And now the net's all over the place. Clock stopped with just under 7 to go. And they're going to pull their goalie, get that extra attacker on.
I'm just saying, if they score here, I'm blaming you. You said the O word.
What did I say?
You said overtime.
Oh, no. I want to see it. I think everyone else wants to see it as well, but
White's trying to play spoils here.
5 seconds left to go. And just missing the pass there out in front. No good, and we're going to play some extra minutes here.
They looked like they were taking their time a bit more than you should when you have literally 6 seconds to work with. But nonetheless, now they got another 5 minutes. And I don't think we've seen a GOAT game anytime recently actually go the full 5. But just about 20 minutes ago, we had a 10-minute stretch of no goals. So crazier things have happened.
And Black waited till just under 30 seconds to knot it up.
Good thing I bet the under.
Yeah, it's looking real good. Well,
It's guaranteed.
It's hit. Yeah, it's hit now. Don't believe there is a shootout format in this GOAT 4v4, so we will just play overtime until I believe someone wins it, right, Evan? You're the wrong person to ask.
Yeah.
You're useless. Okay, 3-on-3, however, in the GOAT 4v4 League, and the puck bounces its way around. On the ice for Black is Tyler Love. He still has it. He's going to give it up to Christian Colantonio. Out there with the big body Lewandowski. He's going to play back. Colantonio driving into White's own end. Colantonio takes a shot. Good battle down low for White. They're going to get it back. Pressure there from White. That's Cal Huston with the puck. Wrister opportunity. Great save by Kreidler. Shot there from Sean O'Donnell. Colantonio leaving it for Lewandowski. Look, both teams looking to get a line change in. Goldfein out on the ice now for Black. Tyler Love still out there, and he's playing it really tight on that blue line. Still has it. Ring around the rosy. Goldfein now. Controlling it in his own end all by himself. A whole lot of nothing right now. What are they cooking? Black with control. That's Sawicki on the other end. Nick Sawicki. Great control from him. Saw this earlier from White. A lot of control. Not a lot of shots. Opportunity there. Volsky with a great save. Just under 3 to go in this overtime. Black looking to reset. Practically have had this puck this entire overtime, and an errant pass leads for an opportunity for White. Shot broken up in front of the net. We have a battle, no good. Jeff Kreidler lost his stick there. He's able to get it back. Black still with possession. And a pass there, great pass down to Sawicki. Sawicki on his own 1-on-2. Finds Jackson Morehouse. Morehouse with the 5-holer. He knocks it up and sends it to overtime. Now he's going to be the one who has the dagger. Black moving on and winning this one. They're going to move on to 2-2. White as well, also going to be 2-2. Jackson Morehouse, the captain, gets it done for Black.
Yep, sometimes you got to let your captain lead. Leading into that, I think, whoops, let me look at these. Sawicki was doing the old gym class cherry pick to get into the offensive zone. And then once Morehouse caught up with him, they had the defense broken down, and he put out another signature backhand, and we're going home.
Jackson Morehouse, it's actually going to be a hat trick for him. First on the year. I'm not throwing my hat. I really like this hat. And I could. I mean, there's a net there. But Jackson Morehouse with another beauty. Regardless, really low-scoring second half that ultimately led into an overtime that was a thriller. Jackson Morehouse was able to get it done for Black, as well as Caden Lewandowski. He doesn't touch the puck very much, but when he does, he always seems to come up with a goal. Caden Lewandowski had 2 tonight.
Yeah, it's always, like I said, he's like the quarterback of those plays. It seems like he's one of those leaders that doesn't have the letter on him, but when you see him on the ice, you know he's making an impact.
An impact indeed. 6 good games in a row, seemingly, for the GOAT 4v4 League. 2 overtime games tonight. Hopefully we can keep it going, rolling into next week. Evan Smith to my right, Kanan McCrory, Andrew Keel, I'm Billy Depew. We will see you